Look, from what the character art is that you showed me, it fits. So just leave it be for tonight.
I'm first. Woohoo.
I can't believe you've done this. Wait, who was first? Someone was first. Z-Ray, congrats on being first. No, it's actually far worse now. It's literally the whole time. And you're not even talking, and it's going...
It has begun.
I forget if I said it, but Z-Ray, congrats on being first. Eva, welcome in. Hey, Treya, how are you? Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to restart this. We're gonna have to fix the starting screens because we're no longer D&D. I'm trying not to cough to death, but otherwise, okay. Hey, Doki! Yeah, there are more options for advantages, but keep in mind that they
Things are about
only
to get
happen
sticky.
twice a session per character, and they cannot stack them. Everything disappears at the end of the session. Stella, congratulations on the 48 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the resub. No more stacking. Oh, right. No one can hear Discord right now. You want me to unmute Discord? Oh, I had it muted because Baki was trying to figure out what in the world was going on with the mic. All right, I need a Bongo Cat lobby, don't I? Here, y'all, join the lobby. The lobby is this. Bongo Cat. Right. I don't know. I haven't had Panda Express in over a decade. I have no idea if it's any good. I had to have had it at least once or twice in my life because I was a teenager and I went to the mall. So, I went to the mall a lot. So if I wasn't eating Sbarro's, I was definitely eating something in the mall. Z-Ray was talking about getting an ad for Panda Express and was like, what is this ad for Panda Express? And I was like, I don't know. Sbarro's is good. You should have Sbarro's sometime, Treya, sure. No. It is still doing it. I don't know what is... I think it's... So every time Baki talks, there's this electronic E in the background. Like there's a bug zapper or something every time. Every time. Yes. Yeah. I told you I wasn't losing my mind. Z-Ray even said that they were hearing it. Again, it works for your character right now. It's fine. Leave it be. I guarantee it's some stupid Windows update, unchecked or checked mark something new, and it's trying to apply some stupid filters or something to make it work properly for Windows. It's probably something as dumb as that. Ooh, a duck? Is it like a rubber ducky? What kind of rubber ducky is it? Lexi says throws duck at Tay. Wait a tick. Why are we snow? Did I change D&D to be snow at some point? Because I thought it was still cauldron. Okay, I was just double checking. I know we've been snow for regular streams, but I wasn't sure. A real duck. Is it an angry duck or a chill duck? Because one is seen as a threat, the other is just a, oh look, it's a duck. You are never 100% safe from ducks. You are correct. Oh gosh, dang it, Burger. That emote works very well for tonight's episode. Tonight is episode 67.
67.
Oh God.
Yeah,
The first thing everyone got to hear from the J Crew was Sab going 6-7. All right, let's go to the gaming screen. Dun-na-na-na-na-na. What the heck is that? That's not Azalor at all. Give me a second. Look, chat. Something is wrong. Well, I'd say look, but I can't find the dang source now. Look, that's where we used to be. That's not the same at all. That's not the same at all. Gosh dang it, Sab, your mic is also going back to picking me up in the background, so
Something looks different.
do my best to be quieter.
Also, how does it look different, I wonder?
I do love that Sia's 6-7 emote has landed into the snow. Hey Sab, we're live, by the way.
I know. I'm fixing the thing you were talking about real quick.
Oh, okay.
Entertain the people.
Entertain the people. Yes, yes. How shall we entertain you tonight, chat? Have you noticed that Roll20's chat is showing for once? Not that it really matters because I forgot that our reactives cover it up, so I have to shift everybody over. We want to be able to read the chat. I'm dying. I don't know. I might have the flu. Someone in the house has the flu, type B. So, yeah, I may be screwed, chat. All right, let me see if I can move everybody. Yeah, since Saturday, it's been great. Okay, let's select. No, we don't select the text. We select the peoples. And then we're going to try and shift us this way so we can actually read chat. There we go. Okay. That'll work for now. We're
I'm
having
good
a
now,
party
right?
Yes.
All right. We ready?
Wait, do I sound okay now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Good enough.
All right.
Meanwhile, Stella sounds like they're in the car.
The kitchen.
I'm not in the car.
There's something going on in your background. It sounded like a car.
Air conditioner.
Oh, okay. The
So-
air conditioner. It's like 30 degrees over here, Stella. I don't know
It is
who's running.
82.
Oh my god. Do you want to swap? You want to swap weather right now? Let's
I'll
just
fucking
swap our
take it.
biomes.
Oh, last we left off.
Yes, Stab is
We
no longer
were-
broken.
Last we left off in Azalor. The
Oh, I suppose I
void
should
had
zoom out.
opened up in
Hold on. Oh god. Welcome back.
the void had opened up at New Warstand
You
at
do-
the city center.
Yeah.
And just as all seemed lost, the train smashed through the void, pulling the J Crew along with it.
Did
After a
owls get pulled
series-
too?
Yes.
Okay.
After a series of horrifically bad, can only be fate and destiny rolls happened for Jolene trying to make a save. Finally, some part of Jolene was grabbed by the rest of the crew and pulled into the train as reality fractured and broke around them. Everything started to go dark as the void swept out, as stars winked out of existence. Planets began to fade away, and eventually even their own star was gone, leaving them in nothing but blackness. And even the train faded away.
Yeah, Crew Talk was like super like fading away.
Krutok was
And we saw
seemingly dying or dead.
and we saw Crew Talk change into something. Like a
Yeah.
gnome, right?
You saw something happening with Krutok, but none of you were able to confirm. You heard Vi's scream, and everything went black. You find yourselves now inside of the train. All of the curtains are drawn. We're going to pull us back to this map real quick. All
Let
the
me
curtains
zoom
are
out.
drawn.
Hold on. There we go.
You're in your car. You're in the dining car. And as you look around, nothing feels right. Who is going to be the... I'm going to make a GM decision here and say that
Wait,
Jolene cannot be the first to take action. Who wishes to come to awareness first?
Sab, did you become the decisionist?
No, it's lore related.
Well, Sab said yes, but didn't get picked up by the mic.
I'll put forward John will wake up first.
All right. Jean, you sit up. Every part, you can't think of a part of you that doesn't hurt or feel sore or off. Even parts of you that you were not fully aware could feel this way.
Oh. John's
It
like sits
feels
up,
like you had,
cradling
like,
his
a-
head.
Complete full body workout and you pushed yourself way too hard. Everything hurts. It feels like your hair hurts.
How is that
Every-
possible? Oh.
You look around, you see under a mass of perfectly silken hair, Juke's form sprawled in one corner.
Yeah, I'm not
You-
sleeping pretty, sorry.
You don't see anything of Jolene or Owlsby. You hear the engine of the train like idling, which
But we're not
should mean
moving.
that you should be coasting, but you're not moving. And yet at the same time, you don't feel that movement of the train, the sort of click, 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 the moving up and down that you're accustomed to, but you still hear like howling wind, like there's a windstorm
Shoot,
outside.
I forgot to post we're live. Give me a second.
Jean will kind of unsteadily stagger to his feet and look around. Can he tell if Juke is breathing?
Yes, she appears to be alive.
Okay, Jean quickly looks around. Does he see anyone else in the car at the moment?
You see where like stuff has been strewn around, and somebody could be either covered under tablecloths and tables or upturned chairs. There are several places in the room that someone could be concealed, but you don't instantly see any of the other members of your party, and you also don't see Vi or Krutok.
Jean's quickly going to stagger around, look under things, move stuff to see if he can find anyone else before he tries to look towards going to another car.
As you move around, you push one of these big chairs up and over, and underneath, sort of curled up in an almost fetal position, you see Jules's pink hair. But Jules is not wearing the same outfit you're accustomed to seeing Jules in.
Can Jean tell if Jules is breathing?
Jules?
For now.
Okay, Jean breathes a sigh of relief, quickly looking around, checking the luggage racks, checks behind the dining car bar. Jolene? Krutok? Owlsby? And we'll try and start moving to, like, shake Jules and Juke awake.
Okay.
Guys, something's... What just happened? Where are we? Ow. And John will pat himself over. Make sure there's nothing missing. Checks his arms, legs, ears. Make sure his scarf is still wrapped around his neck. Okay, he's got everything. Does he see the book?
The book is tucked into your armor at the moment.
Okay. He'll situate it in like a wrap or something to keep it outside so it doesn't like slide out. And after trying to get Jules and Juke to wake up, he'll quickly like go over to a window and try and... Are they open, closed, like curtains drawn?
Windows, curtains are drawn, and all the windows are closed at the moment.
He'll draw the curtains and see what he sees outside.
You see clouds.
Could be fog. Could be. Krutok?
You look
Jolene?
up and you see blue sky. You look down and you see clouds.
Are either the doors at the end of the dining car open?
The door that heads towards the engine car is open, but the engine car's door is shut.
Jules, Juke, we got to get up. Something weird happened, and he'll go towards the engine car door and see if he can open it.
You open it, and inside you see a grievously injured gnome who is still like death gripping to the brake, but is slowly bleeding out. Huge bushy white mustache, mop of frazzled gray hair.
Jean like runs over and like power skids on his knees towards the gnome to like cradle him, and will lift a hand and bow his head like he's going to heal him, and nothing happens. He tries again.
As you lift
Nothing
up,
happens.
this sends a racking fit of coughs through the gnome. Very wet coughs, and on the third or fourth, spatters some blood on you.
Oh, no. Stay with me. Stay with me. Hey. Wake up. Hey. Come on. You're okay.
That sounds a little more like Krutok. Sorry, I'm not here. I'm still waking up, I guess.
Does this gnome look familiar?
Something seems familiar, but you've never seen this person before.
Jules, Juke, help! And he'll start like rummaging through his pack for like medical kit, anything like that, but cannot seem to find anything.
The gnome's eyes are like mostly glazed over. They open just enough. You see a hint of recognition go through them as they focus on you for a moment. Jules, to Landon. And his hand slips off of the brake and goes limp.
Whoa.
You instantly feel the train pitch downwards.
We go sliding, don't we?
You start feeling the center of gravity shift as the entire train starts to tilt down.
Because he was holding the brake. Jean awkwardly trying to cradle this gnome, but also reach for the brake, like starts sliding towards like the front of the train car. Help! And,
Sure,
like,
go ahead and
hits the front of the train car.
give me a, let's call this, it's going to be a reaction roll.
A reaction roll.
First roll.
We're going to call it a reaction roll, and on our stat for it, I'm
Reaction.
going to say strength.
Alrighty, see if this works.
Strength.
Difficulty 10.
Ooh.
So that is a failure with hope.
With hope.
So it's a failure with hope, so I don't gain a hope, but I
No, you.
No, you gain a hope.
You gain a hope, but you don't get what you want.
okay.
You reach for it and you try to grab it, and you realize that as long as you're still holding on to this gnome, you don't have enough strength to stop
Gotcha.
the
So-
pitching. And as this happens, I need a reaction roll agility from Jules, Jolene, and Juke.
You said
Jolene, yours is with disadvantage.
You said a.
Reaction roll agility.
How do we roll reaction? It's just hitting
It's
agility.
2d12. It's just like an action roll, but in this case they don't generate hope or.
Does that
click
mean
the
Sean
number.
didn't get hope from that previous
that's
roll
correct.
too?
Sorry, yeah, you didn't get hope because that was a reaction roll.
Sorry. I thought it was the other one.
You said it was an agility roll, yes?
Yes, agility reaction roll. So it's 2d12 plus proficiency plus agility. Or no,
Was-
just plus agility.
So that.
Mine wasn't a
Yes.
reaction roll, right? Or it
Yours was also a reaction roll.
Okay.
All right, so
Holy agility.
yes,
What? Where did mine go?
Jules, you snap to awareness, and in the moment as the vessel you're on tilts, you feel just instinct kick in, and you know exactly what to do on a pitching vessel. You swap the way that you think of up and down as it starts to pitch further, and you're able to easily catch yourself in whatever manner you would. Meanwhile, there is a flash of
I didn't.
ruby red hair and
Yeah.
then a loud crash as Jolene, amidst a heap of tablecloths and other furniture, slams down into one of the walls.
Near
Shoot,
where
we
we
need-
are?
So for some
We'll see in a
reason,
moment.
it did not roll into roll 20. It just rolled
Okay,
in
but
Dagger.
what did you get?
It says a 7 with fear. If this did it
Okay,
right.
so also a failure. So you do not get up on your hooves in time, and you also
yeah,
sort
so
of
I
like
start sliding instead.
you start sliding, scrambling, and slam into a
Okay.
wall. At about the same time that I feel like Jules, you land, and it starts pitching like almost straight down, very swift. You land 1 foot on either side of the open door that leads to the engine.
Hey,
Oh,
when you
fuck.
guys rolled into roll 20, did you guys open the character sheet in roll 20 or did you
Yep,
roll from
In roll 20.
In roll 20.
Roll 20.
Okay, yeah, cuz I tried to roll from demiplane and it
Didn't
did not
That doesn't work.
transfer. Yeah, so
gotta be roll
well,
20.
I know now. So, okay. Cool.
As she'll drop down on the door, do I see Jean down there?
You do. And you see him struggling to try and help the train at the same time as he's trying to deal with a possibly mortally wounded gnome.
She'll like look down at him and go, Changeling? What's happening? Come on, out with it.
The lever, the brake. We're falling. He said you'd know how to land it.
She'll jump down with him.
With that previous agility roll, you deftly land on your feet exactly where you intend to, near the control panels.
Boy.
As
First
your
of all,
huge jacket flutters as you do this.
yeah, her hat's missing though. She's gonna kind of like slap Jean's hand away from the body. Both hands.
Okay.
And if I approach the control panel, do I recall from all the time that was spent studying the instruction manual how to operate this thing?
You, in fact, do. I need, this time, an action roll, please. And
Hooray.
this will be agility.
And can I get a experience bonus because of my prior experience with this?
Absolutely.
Okay, action, agility with experience.
Oh, I'm sorry. This would be finesse, not agility. Because it's to control something. But you do get your experience.
Hoi. 13 with hope.
So give yourself a hope, and it takes you like a few seconds of looking at it, and then basically the layout clicks into place. You're reaching over, and the thing that threw you for that split second at the start is that the control panel layout has changed. It's still one of the ones you saw in the instruction manual, but it is no longer the ocean faring control panel. You realize that it is in a setup that was in the theoretical experimental part of the instruction manual that is for airship maneuvering. You have
Interesting.
an air train at the moment. And as you look out the side, since you're standing high enough and you didn't go down onto your knees like Sean did, you can see out of either side of the engine car. And you see as you burst through the cloud cover, you see that you are just inland from the coast, and that there are a lot of scrublands and areas that are like rough and rocky. You don't see a lot of good places to put this thing down at until you spy what appears to be a walled fortress that sits atop a plateau, and the ground around it has been cleared and flattened. You recognize it instantly as for defensive purposes. That these are effectively, this opening is meant to be a killing ground for anything that approaches.
Or a landing pad.
So you manage to get this train through experience and through your knowledge and your deftness back to something that's not almost a straight down plunge, and sort of start bleeding off altitude and speed at the same time by sort of keeping a light hand on the brake, which you're not really sure how it's working until you maybe stick your head out the side for a second and you look back and you realize there are giant flaps on the sides of the train that are opening and closing whenever you hit the brakes.
Or a
Oh, that's
magical
cool.
flap.
Magic flap flap.
Lemonade has given us all a hydrate. Please make sure that you all take a sip, please.
DM, after I gain control of the train, can I operate the brake without Sean's help?
Yes.
She'll kind of like kick him a little bit in the shin. Say, the rest are in the other car. Go.
Jean spares a quick look down at the gnome. Does he have time to scoop up the gnome?
Weak breathing, thready pulse.
He scoops up the gnome, sprints to the other car, just trail of blood on the brake lever, on the carpet leading out the engine car.
When you pick him up, by the way, fully, you realize why he's in such bad condition, as from the knee down, one of his legs does not go with you.
Oh!
You forgot something.
Jean turns a little green as he reaches down and picks it up and takes it as well.
Not what I was expecting you to do. You make it back into the other
Look, Jean's
car.
in shock right now.
Now that the car is starting to stabilize, Jolene and Juke, you're both starting to get to your feet and hooves, respectively. You see Jean come in with a gnome who has had a sudden and non-consensual amputation.
Holy for holies.
Need help? Help! Somebody, help!
Wait, can you not heal?
Something's not working. Something's messing with my magic. Someone help! Help!
Wait, do you
help.
still look the same?
Now is not the time.
It is the time. I'm looking right at you. I need
Don't
to
look at
know
me,
if
look at
I
him.
immediately recognize you as
Don't look
Jean.
at my face!
We can talk about that later. Dying gnome right here. Help!
We haven't just had a long rest, have we?
Yes, you have.
Okay. Well, well, let me see what I can do then. Since apparently we just had a long rest. Let me double check something. I can do two different things right now. Okay, so they are not doing well. So
No.
I guess I will pull out my thought that I was grabbing my harp.
Getting me mallet.
And I didn't grab the harp. I grabbed my lute, my double-necked lute. And I was like, well, that's weird. Because it looks a little different. I guess the strings are gold like the harp.
Yes.
So I was like, let me see if my cure wounds will work. And I start playing one of my healing songs. I sing a song about just regrowth, essentially. So when I do this, it says it's inspirational words. Let me go and make sure I'm actually clicking on the right thing this time because yeah, I didn't originally.
This is one of your token spend abilities.
Yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it so we don't have to worry
Okay.
about it later. So we're gonna see if it works. I'm pulling it up on my character sheet here. So we've got our domain effects right here. It says your speech is imbued with power. After a long rest, place a number of tokens on this card equal to your presence. My presence
Okay.
is 2. And it says when you speak with an ally, you can spend a token from this card to give them 1 benefit from the following options. You clear a stress, you clear a hit point, that means your damage, or your ally gains a hope. So I guess that means I can spend 2 and try to heal 2 hit points.
You can
yes?
spend 1 to clear a hit point.
Okay, so when I hit a minus, did it do anything? Because this is me first trying. So I hit it. It doesn't show anything in the chat. It
Yeah,
just says
you'd
that I
have
did
to
it.
click
So,
the inspirational words
Oh.
for it to show up in the chat.
okay, well, I will. No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It's not a roll.
It's not
Okay.
a roll. It's not a roll. It just says I
Yeah.
clear
Okay.
a hit point.
So yes. So you
Yeah,
clear
yeah.
a hit point, the bleeding stops, the breathing becomes stable, and pulse is strong, but this gnome is
This gnome is conscious. Is that what you said?
unconscious.
Okay.
But the bleeding stops.
Okay. So the bleeding stopped, but their legs aren't attached.
One leg,
One leg isn't attached. So I was like, okay.
from below the knee.
From below the knee. Okay. So let me see
Yeah.
if I can actually fix it.
The answer is no.
Oh. Okay. No then.
And it's far beyond.
Why did you bring the leg?
Jean just kind of has this 1,000-yard stare, just gently puts it on the ground, and I'm guessing is Juke standing?
I mean, yes.
You see
I
Jean look
spent
up
that
at
much
you.
time getting back on my feet. Yes, I'm standing.
You see Jean look up at you, and as you're looking at him, his skin starts changing color. Starts taking on a familiar brown, and his hair starts growing out and becoming lighter, almost pale. A very familiar hair color.
Are you?
His eyes start turning a little blue.
Have you gone full chameleon on me here?
What?
You're
His voice sounds higher.
okay. First off, I think you're trying to change into me. You stop that.
He's got little freckles on his cheeks now.
Okay, the freckles are a very nice touch. Maybe add that to your repertoire. You're so remember that whole thing that you were like, no, I'm totally not a changeling. You're a changeling. Okay, you're sprouting.
He looks at his
blonde
hands, but he's
hair.
wearing gloves.
You're sprouting. Do you think I have hooves for hands? Look, you're sprouting blonde hair and your eyes are changing color. Hold on,
pulls
hold
off the
on.
glove.
Hold on. I got this. Flips out my hand mirror.
He gently takes the hand mirror and looks at it, like starts like touching his face.
Like you're literally changing color at the moment.
Um,
Do you actually have control over it here? Wherever we are?
She just looks up at Juke's like, I'm not doing this.
Holy
John's
crap.
pulling.
Okay, so you have become a chameleon then. Okay. We can work with this. That's okay.
Clearly, Juke is John's Ryan Gosling. She's literally him.
It gets a little awkward because now his chest plate's feeling a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're wearing armor. That probably doesn't feel great.
Ow!
Okay, you're gonna have to concentrate, or you're going to
Quickly hands
have
the mirror back and
a
like gets
hell
up
of
and
a
like
rack.
paces away.
You take my mirror. You take my mirror.
Handed the mirror back. Handed the
Oh,
mirror back.
okay. Okay, so dude is still really hurt, and I still have this other token. And it only works every time we do a long rest. So yeah, is everyone look like they're okay injury wise, or should I pump this other one into this poor
There's
gnome?
you hear this sort of noise from the heap of tablecloths and
I immediately brace
spilled
like I'm about to
food.
go sliding again.
and spilled food and chairs as Jolene, you start to push yourself up out of this mess of things. You don't have any idea what.
What happened
last
as
thing-
Jolene is what
The last thing you remember, Jolene, is that you were in New Warstand and you were fighting the Herald. That's the last thing you remember.
As she's like laying amongst all the refuse and stuff, she of course is like, "What the fuck?" and like slowly like starts peeling, like getting the cloth off of her, and then she just kind of like sits there staring at the ground for a bit, like noticing her hands. And then she like pretty much leans up and out, where she just like pops out of the trash. And her head rotates as she looks over at the other two. She's like, "Guys, I can't feel anything. What's happening?" And these two big glowing green like bulbs from a machine just kind of stare over at them from the mess of stuff on the floor.
When you said that
What's
you
going
turned your
on?
head, did it turn in a natural direction or did it turn backwards like an owl?
Oh,
Her
it just
head turned independently of the body.
Okay, so
her
it
head continues
resembles
to
like
spin
an
around.
owl.
John screams. It's a high-pitched juke scream.
High-pitched juke scream.
Jules,
the
you
head
hear,
that's,
you
like,
hear Juke
looking-
scream from the other room while Juke is talking.
That'll be fun.
So her head continues to spin as she doesn't know really what's going on with herself, and proceeds to calmly and expediently freak out, and starts like she jumps up, revealing this like robot form she's now got.
What the
As
fuck?
she has switched to a clank. And her head's still like spinning around in circles, and she's up, and her arms like bend the wrong way for the joints, and you hear like, and
Juke hasn't
She,
blinked.
like, kind of flutters about and like bumps into the like the walls and anything around, as she doesn't know how to move properly.
Like,
What the fuck? She
I'm
screams into
just
the void.
imagining Roz from the Wild Robot when they were figuring out how to do things and everything's rotating in different directions and Juke
that's
is
kinda
just staring and hasn't blinked and like her face looks chill, but it's very obvious that she is processing. There's a processing error in this centaur.
Speaking of that, you hear error,
standing next-
error.
Oh no.
Well, it was more confusing because
Self-destruct.
she just heard
No.
herself screaming.
Oh,
Standing next to Juke is a smaller, two-legged Juke.
Ah, so my inside voice became my outside voice.
You see, like, the window sound. Dunk. Dunk.
Jolene?
yeah. As she spins.
Is the head still spinning?
So does it does
Yeah, it's
so
still just,
so does this clank still have Jolene's voice?
Yes. Still sounds like Jolene, but probably a tinge more robotic.
Jules, I'm gonna need another roll as you're bringing it in for a link.
Oh boy. 1 second. What kind of roll?
This one will also be a action finesse roll. You can use your
Action, finesse, blah blah blah. 14 with fear. Uh-oh.
as you
That's good.
start.
Is that a roll that you actually get?
It's a success with fear.
No, I'm saying is that is that a success that you get a fear?
Yes, I get a
Okay.
fear.
Yes, the DM gets fear. I'm afraid now.
So,
Weird.
we don't have. I didn't have time to finish my fear meter that will show up on screen. From
It'll be
now
like
on.
it'll be like
but-
over here somewhere.
We'll have it there later in future sessions for next week. But for right now, I'm keeping track of it. So
for chat's benefit here, I'm going to show you my sheet here. There is a thing here that is a hope meter. For Sab as the DM, Sab has a fear meter, and these things get used against us, or in our case, this gets used for us if it is hope. And every time we roll with hope or fear, we have to keep track of these things. I have not rolled anything that has hope or fear right now that gets counted. It was just an ability thing, so I didn't gain anything. This is just what I started with.
So currently, the way it works is every session I start with 4, and that's because there are 4 PCs in the party. So I am now at 5, and I can only ever hold a maximum of 12. But fear in Daggerheart is what the GM uses to basically cause problems, advance the narrative, have adversaries do things, and take narrative control back away from the player.
So every time we are rolling with 2 d12s every single
So,
time, one that is
6,
clearly
I can-
hope and one of them that is clearly fear. And when a number is higher than the other, that is the stat that it is being rolled with. So in this case, we have the blue die, which is the fear die. So that gave Sab a fear. If it was for a roll that is higher with yellow die here, this is with hope. And if you roll any number, even if it's 1, and if you roll 1 and 1, that is automatically a crit success.
Yeah, doubles. Doubles is crit.
Yep.
And advantage is a D6.
So
What's
it's
important to
kind
note is that your total roll is still has to meet a DC to pass the check.
Yes.
It's just that one dice is a hope dice and one dice is a fear dice.
Yes.
When one of them is higher than the other, then you're considered rolling with hope or rolling with fear, depending on which dice is higher.
Here, if
So you can pass a
And
check
the way that,
with fear or pass a check with hope, and then that can cause different things.
Here, if you would like to take a look at my character sheet, I will share my link in chat right now. There you go. So you can go ahead and take a look at my character sheet. And there is this lovely little button right above the downtime button that says show hints. And it actually
And-
shows you all the details on how everything works. Obviously, that does not
Also-
work in Roll20.
also, the simplest way to explain what the roll results mean, as mentioned, a critical success is any time that the dice come up the same numbers, your 2d12. So you actually have a slightly higher chance than a single d20 becoming a 20. That means that not only do you gain a hope and get what you wanted and a little more, you also clear a stress. And we'll get into what stress and things are. Stress is another sort of resource similar to hit. Success with hope means you get what you wanted to happen and you gain a hope. Success with fear is you get what you wanted, but there's some sort of consequence and the GM gains a fear. Failure with hope, you don't get what you wanted, there's a consequence, but you still gain a hope. And a failure with fear is you don't get what you wanted and things go very badly. The GM gains fear. So fear is basically a resource that the GM uses to do any number of things. And in combat, it's usually used to make moves, to bring in new adversaries, to use those adversaries' abilities, and to interrupt player turns. When we get to combat, which we may or may not tonight, you'll see that there's no set turn order, that players take their turns as they wish, and until they either roll with fear or they fail a roll, then it is their turn unless the GM spends fear to take the spotlight away.
By initiative.
That said, you start bringing it down. You're holding it in, but you realize that you're going to come in from a little bit hotter of a landing than you were intending to. And you were hoping you were going to be able to set it down because it's sort of, you remember when you were not on tracks and you were over land before, that it would sort of hover just over the ground. You're coming in fast enough that you realize the only way you're going to be able to stop before the train plows over the edge of this plateau and then basically would slam into a massive outcropping of rocks is to use the ground itself as a braking device as well.
Oh, Lord.
So you basically...
Where is our train in relation to this
Flying.
map? Yeah, yes, in relation
Right
to
here,
this
over
map.
here.
Oh,
Over here.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I could not see it. That's why I was asking.
Sorry. Yeah, it's over here and you're basically crashing down this way. You bring it down. Do you bother to tell everyone to brace?
No.
I'm already braced because
They'll figure it out.
Do you press the seatbelt light?
the
We have
seatbelt light.
those?
We have those. Apparently.
press the
Yeah,
seatbelt
I'll
light
press
and
it.
just
I'll press it.
Bong! You're just, all of you hear a very soft, like, subtle bing. And a light that you've never seen come up before shows up
Yeah.
near the doorway.
We have one of those?
One of those.
I mean, I'm already bracing. I grab for something.
About 5 seconds later, you dig the cow catcher of the train into the earth. Massive, like, plumes of dirt and grass explode out in every direction. You're holding it on track through sheer brute force. And everything's going scattered. You pull to a stop, and you hear
Does this world have
As you-
AAA? This is the
as you
world
just-
of ruin. What do you think?
you set the train's like parking brake effectively. And as soon as you do that, it goes like, and this massive cloud of like steam billows out all sides. And you can hear like faintly somebody shouting at you from outside. You hear voices like screaming and shouting stuff, but you can't really tell what it is.
That must be the homeowner.
You step out of the train.
I'm a little zoomed in. I'm very zoomed in. Hold the freaking phone. Ah! All right, I zoomed way out. Holy for holies, this is a big map.
As you see this massive sort of like hill fort-like enclosure, and you see figures running about on the upper walls, and a figure that appears to be shouting orders to the others. This figure is smaller than the rest and appears to be some sort of turquoise-haired, blue-skinned,
I will zoom in. Do not zoom in.
huge-eared, short humanoid.
Like a blueberry.
Blueberries are delicious.
You can barely see them as they pass between the crenellations shouting out orders. But you like hear the tromping of feet, and you start seeing bows being drawn and aimed in your direction from up on
I'm
the
gonna go
ramparts.
join the people in the previous car, the one that they were all bundled
Yeah,
up
you,
in.
you go hop back in the train.
Yeah, she'll,
Like,
you know,
back to
just
the-
Step
like
out, see
gently
this,
close
step
the
back in,
door,
close the door.
come in, you know, kind of dust off her jacket a little. Which
Give
one
me
of you is good at talking?
Jules, since when were any of us good at? No, I am. Why?
Give me a quick instinct reaction roll.
Boy, I'm bad at these.
Oh. Move my sheet over here for now.
Okay, you can do the pop out button and pop your sheet out.
If I do
19
that,
with
chat no
hope.
longer sees it right now.
Okay, so you are looking around, and as you say that, you spot a very familiar but crumpled up hat.
Your hat.
Is it? It's in the train, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She'll grab the hat. Sorry about that. But seriously, anyway, are any of you good at talking? There's a mob forming outside.
As she's falling over from the crash, and her arms and stuff are still rotating, so she's like like those clouds when someone fights in an old cartoon, but it's just her.
Jolene, right? She's looking at John, pointing at Jolene.
Wait, looking at
Jolene-
John but pointing at Jolene.
Yeah, she's like, that's Jolene, right?
Yes, we think so. You know who Jolene is, right, Jules?
I mean, in a manner of speaking. I like the new look, by the way. Very modern.
What? Huh? Are you saying this to John?
We cannot go out with the same hair,
to
John.
And then she looks to look at a Juke, and then she.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's two of them.
Okay. Okay. She's just gonna quickly feel her head, check for concussion. No concussion. Huh. Okay. So is it she, her now? What?
What?
She's
Wait.
Jolene is warforged somehow.
Jolene and John will run over and like standing over Jolene, like try and.
I'm gonna go
orient
look
her
out the
correctly.
window as well. When she said a mob was forming outside.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna come with you.
She looks out the
see
curtain
about
and
2
closes the
dozen
curtain for a second. Be like, yeah, we gotta
when
deal
you
with that.
open the curtain, you see about 24 archers out there, bows drawn.
Yeah. So I gave a little like a hand up, like hi, and closed the curtain for a minute. I'm like, we have to deal with that.
Yeah. Probably a good move.
Oh, by the way, as you saw that, you saw somebody who was, just for a brief second as you closed it, you saw someone with a massive sword jumping off of one of the corners of the parapet and just to a straight 60-foot drop down.
Oh.
Fuck. Superhero landing?
You hear a sort of thud outside of the train.
Was that them knocking on the door or?
No, that was the
them
guy
landing
jumping
on
off
the ground.
the castle.
Oh, okay. Well, you said a noise outside the train. I kind of thought they somehow jumped from the roof here to the top of the train, and I was about to say, what the hell?
They jumped from this corner right
Got
here.
it.
Instead of walking much further down the staircase
Yeah.
to jump a much lower, or jumping into the tree here and then climbing down, just straight now.
Okay, so he said, fuck these stairs, and just jumped.
Yes.
Jolene,
A moment later, you hear a calm knock, knock, knock on the train door.
I'll go get that. John, you change your hair right now. We cannot go out wearing the exact same hair. I literally
What?
point as I'm walking towards the door.
Jean's hair is already starting to recede and change color.
That's a fashion faux pas. You can keep the
By the way-
freckles though; they're really cute on you. And
By
she
the
goes
way-
to the door.
Joanna, on that high of an instinct
Indeed.
roll, but as well, you
No one's corrected us on the
notice-
jewels, so we're gonna keep calling her Jules until she tells me otherwise.
You notice something about Jolene. You recognize parts of what are her body now as several of the critical components of the Cosmo Hopper.
Wait, you what? Hold the phone.
Nobody else notices this.
What?
Like
Right.
raisin.
What a wild fuse. You did the
Juke.
fusion dance with the Cosmo Hopper. Okay.
Juke, you
Yeah.
open the door.
I don't think it was voluntary.
You
Right.
open the door and you see a massive, hulking Qatari outside with a giant sword.
So
Oh,
she
hey? So, like, there's no parking here.
right. Where would you like us to park our vehicle?
He looks dumbfounded at this question. Entirely unexpected question.
Yeah, she has a
Oh.
hand on her cheek, just admiring this
As he
sort of
is
familiar looking.
as he is deep in thought, quotation marks. You see his pecs bounce.
Why is he flexing while thinking?
How else would you think?
Hey, I didn't say this out loud. That was just me.
And he goes ahead and reaches up and uses the like edge of the sword to like scratch the back of his head. I don't think there's anywhere you're supposed to park a train except a train yard.
Right. Where's the nearest train yard?
I don't think there are any.
Okay, where may we park our contraption that would not be in the way?
I mean,
And I profusely apologize. That was a very unexpected landing on our part.
like, I guess if you're not gonna move the thing, then like, who are you with? You're not flying any flags or anything.
Oh, did we lose our signage? John, where's our signage?
What? I'm trying to help Julian get up.
How many passengers
Where's-
do you have? You've probably got like what, several dozen? Like, this is a big airship. Air train
Train ship.
ship.
Train air.
Air
Flap
ship.
flap train. Yeah, please. Yeah.
Ship air train.
Ship. Boat. Train.
This is a diplomatic mission to Alderaan.
I
Juke,
I look
are
over.
things
to,
going okay?
How many passengers do we have? This fellow would like to know. And we also need to move our
Because
vehicle.
like we don't have enough beds for like dozens of people. Like, we're pretty full up.
Oh,
You look up at the ramparts as you just hear a groaned sigh. You see, like, most people with bows no longer have them like knocked and
Knocked,
pulled
yeah.
back. They're all still like holding the bow and arrows, but looking around confused. And
What the
the
fuck?
blue humanoid up there is just face palming, dragging her fingers into her eyes.
Clawing at her cheeks.
I'm gonna assume
Calls
it's going
down
well.
and says, calls down.
oh yeah,
and
she gives
says,
you a thumbs up. But she did ask how many passengers do we have? Like so
We've only
in
got
let's behind her, so it's not in the door where they can see where she's given the thumbs up, but like you can see. Yeah. I was like, I got this, I think.
She shrugs.
And then I do a little wave with
Thad
my
goes,
hand
"I'll-"
that
Thad
like
goes,
says
I can
think.
count. Thad goes, I can count with my swords, and steps into the train, looks in, and goes,
Wait, are we all getting souvenir swords?
no.
Well, you just said you're
No, I
going to
said I
count with
could-
your swords.
Yes. Because I have more swords than I do fingers and toes.
Oh, fair. I see. Carry on then.
as
She
he
steps out of the
in,
way. to allow him in.
He steps in, and he looks in, and he goes, if you need a bed for that one, it doesn't matter that he's cut one of his legs off, he's still gonna have to take up a whole bed.
Jean looks up from trying to help Jolene. Thad?
Are you some kind of mind reader?
No, you're Thad, right? We saw you like.
Yes, but you'd have to have some sort of mind reading powers, because I didn't say I was that.
No, we saw you like 4 or 5 days ago.
No, I would have remembered a train in the past week.
No, you're Thad. Are you still with Ariella's group?
Oh, well, yeah, Ariella's in charge here. She's the boss.
Wait. Where's here? Where are we?
Oh, you're at Nilday's Redoubt. Redouble? Redubitable. Dubious.
So Juke,
Redebut?
so after she
don't
lets
know.
that in to count however many people, and
Okay,
she is
there's
listening.
enough of you. Yeah, can any of you like jump really high like I can?
How high is high?
Well, if you're gonna jump straight back up there, you'll need to jump 60 feet up. You could probably get the lower wall though if you're like not strong like I am. That one's only 30 feet.
Hey, Sap,
Yeah.
can I?
I think your Capring leap does allow you to jump like 30 feet.
It does say leap anywhere within close
Anywhere
range.
within close range. So
Close range
yes.
is 10 to 30 feet.
Closest 10 to 30. So yes.
I can
You
probably...
feel very bouncy today.
I can probably make half of that.
Okay, I can carry like 2 of you. And still do the jump.
Can you
But can
carry
I-
this
hold
one
on,
very
hold on.
gently?
Hold on a second. There were stairs there, right?
If you want to go all the way around and go down the cliff and then take the stairs up,
I
yes.
see, I see.
There's not stairs on this side.
I thought
This
you
is
were...
the fortress side.
Sab, I thought you were mentioning there were stairs right here.
There's not stairs down from the wall. There's stairs
There's
on
stairs-
the wall that
Yes,
lead to a
I
lower
understand now.
area.
Okay.
This upper area is 60. Is this area that Ariella's
Let me
on?
Scroll down a little bit
Oh.
for
Well,
for
I
chat's
gave that
benefit.
away. This area, this character up here is on.
Thanks for the spoiler, Sab.
Yeah, this character that up here is on is about 80 feet up, but the place that Thad jumped down from was 60.
60. Okay. Yeah, I could have made half.
And
I could scale
this
half
is
that
30
maybe.
feet. This is 30.
Okay. I can go from there and I point over there.
Okay, well, like grab 1 or 2 of your people and I'll get the others. Okay,
Hey,
we'll
DM,
go
while,
talk to the boss.
while this clown show is happening,
Yeah,
could I attempt to use one of my features called Get In
Absolutely.
and Get Out?
Yes.
yeah.
I spend hope to ask the GM for a quick or inconspicuous way into or out of a building or structure I can see.
Oh, geez.
All right, are you
Chad,
wanting
I'm
to
so
get
sorry.
into the redoubt or out of the train without saying?
Into the redoubt. I'm trying to find a way that is simpler than this conversation that's happening over there.
Yeah, there is a postern gate that is like hidden and built into the rocks over here, and is camouflaged with a bunch of trees. But you have to make a roll, don't you? Oh no, it's just spend a hope and it works.
Spend a hope and it works. I get
so you're able
advantage
to
on the roll
sneak
to
out.
use that information, though.
You're able to sneak out. If you want to do it without being spotted in any way, that's going to require a finesse roll.
Oh no,
An
she's just
action
gonna
roll.
poke her head around the corner where Juke and Thad are talking and just point at it and be like, "Isn't that a door right there?"
Thad goes and picks up Jolene with one arm, and then
Well,
the gnome with the other arm.
The gnome with the other arm? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
all right, Jean, let's go.
Oh, well, yeah, that's like a secret door. We're not supposed to talk about the secret door.
Secret door.
Secret
Yeah, we can't
door.
talk
Sorry.
about it.
Secret tunnel.
I wasn't told we
What
can't use
door?
it, though. I was just told we can't talk about it.
Okay. You know,
Jo-
I think I'm going to go use it if that's okay with you, Thad.
Yeah, okay. He jumps
Yeah,
60
cool.
feet straight up in the air.
Thank you.
Wait, we're forgetting
We're gonna go
someone.
to the
Where's Vi? She was with us, wasn't she? Where's
I'm
John?
sorry,
Will look
who?
back into the train.
You start looking around and looking, and you
I'll
get back to
help
where
looking.
the Cosmo Hopper was.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that it is a ruined wreckage of support structures and parts that you can't even begin to identify. And you see something moving inside of the parts, and something that looks like a combination between a like tiny version of a mechanical cockatrice paired with a flamethrower staggers out of it.
So a
Oh.
robot chicken,
Yes.
like
What the
quite
hell?
literally.
Yes.
Amazing.
And you hear, "Oh, honey, that was a horrible landing."
What in the hells? Why? Wait. Why am I reacting more to this than the transformation that Jolene is now a fucking warforged?
I don't know.
She's like, okay, hang on, and she puts her hands across her face
You
and
notice
she's like
that
regaining
this-
her composure.
This
didn't
version
see that.
of
Okay,
this version of Vi does not have any hands. It has two like legs that sort of allow it to move, but the main structure of it is a ball, and it rolls most of the way.
Vi, sweetie, are you aware that you are a chicken
Oh,
with a robot body now?
Robot chicken orb.
there's like like the head tilts down. You see like fuel drip out of
Yes,
the flame
deep
nozzle
inhale.
that sticks out of the beak. Oh hell!
Flips
always
out the hand
something, ain't
mirror. Yeah, it flips out the hand mirror. Just
It's fine. As soon as I fix the Cosmo Hopper, we'll get this all sorted. Oh, fuck! Turns around and looks.
gonna scream like, hey.
I can't even have a cigarette. God damn it! All right, honeys, well, y'all figure out what's going on without me. Old Vi needs a minute.
Yeah, don't leave the train, okay?
Is
I don't
am I
think
still
I'm planning.
hanging with them?
You're able to get up this basically like it's a switchback set of stairs, very defensible, and like you can see
I
the
meant in
landings
the
coming
train.
off.
Was I seeing this before I left, or did I just bail?
To my knowledge, you had already bailed.
All right, bye guys.
It's up to you. Yeah, yeah
This
you
is
probably
only a Juke and Jean moment, I guess.
you have probably made it up here now to where like Thad, this gnome, and Jolene are. Thad has sort of like plopped the gnome onto this bench.
I went to Juilliard to play a rooster.
And is talking to Jolene and is like, "So did you know your friend was like a psychic?"
All of her lights are out, and she's kind of like, grr, like stiff.
Gotta turn Julian off and turn her back on again.
Oh no!
Oh gosh, don't do that.
Thad looks over to Joanna and goes, "Do you know where the on switch is for your Clank friend?"
I wasn't aware they came with one. Where are they usually?
I don't know, but the last time I asked how to turn on a Clank, I got really weird looks from people.
Chobits comes to mind, and I am not
No,
okay
not
with
Chobits.
that. I am not okay with that.
You know, I can't imagine why. You should probably ask your boss about that.
She tells me not to ask questions like that I'm not mature enough to understand.
Well, that's awfully demeaning, isn't it?
I don't know. She's usually right about most things.
Okay.
As he is saying this blue-skinned creature who had been tending to the gnome, you see is finishing wrapping up the leg with bandages. After having washed it, looks over to you, wipes hand across her forehead, and holds her hand up and goes, "Well, good afternoon. Are you the pilot of your little air train?"
An air train. Sorry, I'm not there.
She asking me?
Yeah, looking at you, Joanna.
She'll give a sweeping bow. No, I'm the contingency plan. Our actual pilot appears to be looks at Thad carrying him under his arm.
She
That
looks over to
man
the
over
to the
there.
gnome and goes, "All right. So we don't. How many passengers do you have with you?"
We count by
I just
our
idea.
robot chicken.
How many bursts do you need here before you need to make repairs or be on your way?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5, right? She's gonna
Alright.
look to nobody for help. Yeah, probably at least 5.
All right.
I'm sorry, I
we can-
didn't catch your name, by the way.
Ariella Applestride.
I barely
And she
have
holds
it.
her hand out to shake.
Ariella, it is a pleasure. Joanna Dark.
She looks
Oh, wait.
like she might recognize the name for a moment, and then sort of shakes her head as if she must have been mistaken. Shakes Joanna's hand and says, "Well, it's a pleasure to have someone here who apparently are people of means, even though it's peculiar. Are you here to seek for passengers? Are you transiting back to the launch pad after this, or are you heading elsewhere?"
I think we're here to catch our bearings. We came into a bit of trouble on the journey, as you can nod that the half-dead gnome, as you can see. So once he's back on his feet, we'll find our way out of here. And please, if we owe recompense for the damage to the yard or room and board, our friend, the short one, would be happy to take care of it.
Well, your train looks sturdy enough that we could probably get some use out of it if you think it could knock some of the more stubborn trees out of the way and clear up our killing ground a bit more. We just last week had to fight off a swarm of blighted that came this way, but it's been quiet for the past few days.
Well, now's the time to clean house. We'll see about helping out as soon as we're on our feet again.
We can get a rudimentary prosthesis for your friend, but I certainly don't have anything as... And she looks at Jolene and goes, "As
Are you
fancy
still
as
spinning,
your
Jolene?
fancy as your clank here might be able to provide."
You know, I dare say this one's full of surprises, so...
You see her light, the globes of her eyes kind of shoot on all of a sudden as she like lurches forward on the bitch thing she's leaning against.
Yeah. Ariella steps over to like steady you, Jolene. He goes, "Easy there, easy. You all right?"
You hear like the focal like lens of her eyes like as she looks down at this little furry thing.
Little goblin. Here's a bigger view of her for a moment.
Oh, well, hold on. Now I have to scroll down. There we go.
She's so blue.
Deed. Sorry. Intrusive thoughts. Sorry.
Sorry, but you said a few days ago? Did Warstrand what happened? The
She takes a
the
glance
blight.
to the rest of you and goes, "You're not from around here, are you?"
No.
All right, we need to go have a drink, have a tankard of oil. When your friends get up here, I'll try and tell you what I can.
Oh, Jolene, by the way, and like her hand kind of goes into her chest like she normally does.
She
Uh,
takes her hand.
and what's your name?
She mimics your gesture and says, Ariella Applestride. This is my friend and companion Thad. He is not much for planning, but he's great to have in a pinch.
Her head like tilts to the side like a dog as she looks down, and then looks back up to Thad, and you hear more like as her eyes refocus.
Thad looks
Like-
exactly the same, by the way.
He's too strong.
Ariella looks nothing like the Ariella you knew. Thad, perfect likeness.
Ariella. Her eyes like narrow a bit.
Oh, no.
I'm in charge around here. I handle logistics, supplies. I keep the place running. We're one of the few places that are still free of all sources of blight and corruption, but, you know, it's not easy. But we've been making sure to bring in people we can, get as many as we can to safety. Whenever someone staggers back out from any of the other areas, there's still people who are like yourselves, sort of not from here or not from now, from time to time. So it's not a story I haven't told before. Jean and Juke, you've had time to get up here, by the way, at this point.
Yeah.
We
We
come
used
out.
the door, by the way. We the one that
Okay, so you come out from behind.
yeah,
where,
but we didn't scale the wall after
Yeah.
what Juke thinks is Jules said there's a door over there. She made note of
That-
that.
Dad goes, I'll go ahead and go talk to somebody to get him some sort of cover for his stump instead of just a bunch of bandages. And then he Hulk jumps into the courtyard.
Honestly,
Nice.
the best way to not have to deal with stairs. So you know,
Nice.
I can give a nod to that.
And he strolls over into one of these buildings and sort of vanishes from sight.
Well, and so can I have a sec?
Yeah.
So, after kind of seeing Ariella and getting a little bit more idea of the situation, she looks up to Jules, and her head tilts, and you hear those. Jules, you changed too, I guess, huh?
What do you mean?
Are you Jules? She'll start to step.
Kind of like a smile will creep across her face. In a manner of speaking? But in a manner of speaking, no.
You just hear a sad beep. Okay.
I was waiting for
Uh,
the rest to show up, but I think you
But
might
we
have
are
had an
here.
attachment.
We're
Oh,
here
are they
now.
here now?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh,
They step out.
I was waiting for the rest to show up. Look around. Oh,
It's like, but the
Good timing.
rest. I just literally go, the rest.
Oh, sorry. She'll turn and hold,
you-
look
would
to
you like
Ariella.
privacy?
Yeah. Yes, that's what I was gonna ask for.
Then it's probably
Can we
best
have-
you don't talk about it here on the ramparts where it's going to carry to basically the entire
Oh, the
courtyard.
acoustics over here is amazing. She just goes, oh, and listens to it bounce off the roofs.
You see somebody over here who's like running a food stall, like tilts their head up, looking around for where it came from.
The hell?
Look, let me take you inside to our tavern. I'll get you in a booth, and then I'll give you some time to compose yourselves, and then I'll rejoin you when you're ready.
We'd appreciate it. Thank you.
She
Right.
leads you
Oh,
through.
that'd be so
like,
cool
most
to
of these-
perform there too. Woo. Sorry. Go
The
ahead.
person from the other side goes, "Who the fuck's doing that?" I finally lost my marbles. Gods. Been
As,
making hats. Been making hats and
as,
shields for too long. It's finally getting to me.
They just say
as
hatters go
Jolene, like-
quite mad.
As Jolene kind of walks, she failed to mention, but she is not nearly as tall as she used to be.
Oh,
Probably more in the regular human, like little under 6 foot.
Oh my
as she
god, I'm
walks-
taller than Jolene.
Yep. So as
Ah.
she
She
walks,
is-
her feet kind
she
of like
is the
catch.
tallest.
Hold
'cause
on.
she's not. She's
Gonna
used to her
resize
feet
you right
being
now.
longer.
Gonna resize you. Yep. Nope. You're
No.
Yep. Enjoy your smallness.
You hear
Short
that
stack.
Mario where you get hit and you go back down to regular
Yeah.
Mario? Yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
but she's still taller than John.
I am
She
the
like-
tall one
By the
now.
That's
way-
a lot.
as they're walking away, Joanna will like take like Jolene's robotic hand and give it like a little pat of the little like, come on, it'll be okay.
So Ariel
Sure.
leads you down to this small tavern that is another, like, you go down several levels in this sort of area, and you're effectively down to the courtyard at this point. And then there's a shop front at ground level, and then it's like a split level. So if you go straight down a set of stairs, you end up in this like sunken tavern. And she guides you in, finds y'all a booth near the back, and says, "I'll be over at the bar. When you're ready, just shout something. And I assume you don't want to order anything yet, or do you want to have your discussion over a pint or something?"
Pint.
Pint would be lovely.
All right, 3 pints and a pint of oil. Got it. And she goes over to the bar, quickly gives Jolene a pint of oil and the rest of you a pint of ale, and then she goes to the far side of the bar, and she is quickly in conversation with the bartender. You see the bartender is this like insect-like looking winged creature, the likes of which you've never seen before. Humanoid, but looks like a cross between a Thurkreen and like an Asimar almost.
With the eyes? Like the
In
glowing?
terms of wings.
Oh, the wings. Interesting.
Like full on feathered wings, not insect
Yes.
wings.
So it's
Whoa.
insectoid but with feathers.
Correct. And you see the feathers ruffle, looks over, and the only thing you catch out of them talking to each other is the bartender scoffing and saying something along the lines of, batch of strays, Ariella. And Ariella pitches her voice too low for
What?
you to hear her.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. What did the blue lady say her name was?
Ariella.
Ariella, Applestride.
Wasn't Ariella a fairy?
Yes.
But Thad was
No.
here.
No, Ariella was not a
Listen.
fairy.
Ariella was the halfling.
She was the
Halfling.
halfling.
Sorry, halfling. Yeah.
She was the mastermind rogue.
Yeah.
But Thad's here, and that's Ariella.
Guys, maybe you should take a sip. And she looks at the oil and she's like, huh? And like sips it to see if she likes it or do I drink it?
It
or-
like you feel like this cooling, refreshing feeling like sort of spread through you as you drink it.
Huh.
Joanna's gonna sit with her like feet propped up on a stool nearby, the kind of Han Solo asshole.
Feet down the aisle.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, is it
wait.
everyone get a little lubricated?
Maybe inebriated.
Oh, sorry.
But oh,
She like taps the table with her metallic finger a few times.
Jolene, are you a robot now? Like one of those warforged automatons we saw back in New Ocean City?
It appears so.
Wait,
She speaks rather calmly and like
you-
matter of factly.
You can I? Is that hat attached?
Don't forest for the trees, Juke. And she like pinches her nose and rubs her like between her eyes. She's like, I don't
Well,
even
I
feel
see
like
the
that.
change hasn't affected your sense of humor. Good to see.
Jolene, are you okay? Are you...
Jillian, you feel like there's some like when Juke mentions that, you feel like there's something like stuck inside of your hat. By the way,
She'll like
What is with
reach
my
up
freaking
and pull
instincts?
into
What
her
the hell?
hat.
when you take the hat off, you find that there is a bouquet of flowers under your hat.
What?
She puts the hat back on with the bouquet of flowers still in it, and doesn't address it.
Okay.
Anyways, to the things that matter. She's like, you're sitting down,
You're here.
so you brace yourselves.
Uh-huh.
We're here.
Yes, I believe we somehow are in a different plane of existence or timeline or things of that nature. I apparently my magic does not work.
Yeah, I noticed something similar too. Is that because of where we are? Like I couldn't heal the gnome.
Well, you traditionally get your powers from a deity, correct?
Well, originally it was from a deity, and then it was, from my oath, but I don't feel either of those anymore.
Yes. It seems all of us have been manipulated in some way by some unseen hand. She motions to Jules. Would you like to reintroduce yourself?
All right. She'll kind of take a swig of the drink, stand up, and give a deep bow with the hat, pulling off the hat and sweeping it to the side. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name's Joanna. You might know me better as Pirate Captain Goldeye of the Grand Green.
Jules said that you mentioned this before.
Oh shit. You were like her she's like super excited and is like pointing towards her. You're the captain that Jules was talking about.
Hey, she'll take the hat and she'll put it on top of Jolene's other hat.
Damn,
What
what?
about
Hat on a
look?
hat.
Why?
Yeah, that kinda, like,
why are
jockey,
you
like, put
so
it on.
cool?
But wait, but what about Jules?
Jules is dead.
Jules, what?
What?
Just wanted to see your faces.
Ha ha. Jean takes a big swig.
I'm like, she can't be dead because she's also you. That's why I was like, that didn't. The what?
No, but seriously, she's gone.
What? What do you mean? Like gone for good? Gone for now? Gone for
She
a walk?
just didn't make it, Jean.
She kind of
Jules
shrugs.
is gone.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys realize this, but we lost.
Yeah, no, that was
Well, we're
pretty
not
obvious.
dead, so
Any fight you can walk away from is
A fight you
Well-
can come back to later.
Very easily said for two organic people in their organic bodies.
what? That doesn't. No, we stop that.
That's really hard to.
Unbelievable.
okay.
But anyways.
I can see you're a little upset here. It's okay. You can let it out, Jolene. We're
I'm
listening.
Not upset. If anything, I'm miffed. I really thought
Sorry,
we
I
could do
didn't
it.
laugh. I didn't laugh in character.
We must have. Do any of you recall what happened towards the end? There's nothing for me.
The herald, it grabbed me, and then you guys ran in, and it grabbed a bunch of you, and then the sword appeared and hit the power generator. It all started going white, and then I just remember hearing the train horn, and then there was just
You heard
Vi.
the train a coming?
uh,
Rolling around the
Rolling
bend.
down the bend.
and then everything went white and then dark, and then we were falling, and then I grabbed someone, or someone grabbed hold of me, and there was a scream.
Did we defeat the Herald?
No.
I think the train hit it.
Yeah, the
and
train.
just-
The train got it. But what was on the train? The Cosmo Hopper, which
something. Yeah, something triggered the.
speaking of the Cosmo Hopper.
Oh shit!
So Vi is a robot chicken. She is in the train. The Cosmo Hopper is not there anymore.
I think it's also kind of here, pointing at Jolene. I think Jolene is made of it now.
As you say that specifically, like you notice a prominent part of the Cosmo Hopper now forms part of Jolene's hat.
Hold up.
But more importantly, one of the core components is like buried inside of Jolene's chest.
Okay, I don't have the I'm gonna just go out and say it right now. I don't have the ability to comprehend what you just said. But I'll just have to take that as fact, and I will roll with it. No, I literally
Let's see what's hard
cannot.
to
I have a
understand.
-1 in knowledge. So yeah, I really cannot comprehend.
You see somebody comes in and brings a like large rolled up scroll to Ariella and hands it to her, and she whispers something to them, and then they hustle out.
Looks like a busy night for them.
Also, was the person that excused herself, that's Ariella?
Yeah, I guess
like
she's
it.
a goblin now.
I mean, it seems that people have changed on the way over to wherever we are now, right?
But that
Sure.
looked identical.
But is this the same individual from the existence we know? Or is this an alternate?
Don't you think she
Parallel.
would have recognized one of you if that were the case?
Yes, she's clearly not the Ariella we know.
She's not enough of a bitch yet.
No, her vibes are completely different than that. Anyways,
We should call her Ariella Bluestride instead of Applestride.
well, that would be calling
I don't-
someone their not name. I
No,
mean,
no. Sorry, I wasn't saying that in character.
oh,
Like calling you Juke Horsetail.
yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't saying that in character.
gonna drink some more oil, and I'm gonna finish it.
Like
And be
you,
like,
you
another
are over here
oil,
drinking.
please.
You are here drinking oil now. Can you taste
Yes,
it?
well-
Like you're a completely different makeup now.
Yeah, no, I can't feel anything. There's no temperature. I just kind of exist in a void, it feels like.
That sounds scary, Jolene.
You see, like, a little bit of, like, her body, like, spasm a little bit. Like, yes, it does sound like a certain sort of hell. But I am keeping it together.
I'm going
Are
to
you?
take your hand and just hold it for a minute.
It's just ice cold.
I don't care. I'm still gonna hold it.
Well,
John
that's
reaches
lovely.
over and holds Jolene's other hand. We're here for you.
Jolene, when you set your mug of oil down, I'm gonna DM you something real quick.
Always
Jonna's looking at
concerning.
this and just
Wasted.
kind of puts up both her hands, and she's like, oh, you seem out of hands.
Okay, so Joanna, yes,
That's me.
you claimed Jules is gone. Are there others that you feel you can reach out to, or were they also lost?
Let me try to explain it to you the best I can. Jules and myself and little Juliet Armitage. We're not good with feelings of loss and trauma and things going wrong. When I was a wee lass, I grew up in a little noble town, learning to shoot guns and hunt pheasants. I think she's told you that story before. And I was kidnapped by pirates during a raid. At that moment, on that ship, in the prison cell, I decided that that spoiled little noble girl that I was, well, there was no way she was going to survive this. And so I left her behind. I put away that name, burned that mask, and became Joanna. After that, years passed, and things went quite well for me on the green. And, well, I think she's told you the story of how that all came to an end, but when my crew turned upon me and I was cast off the ship, there was no Jules. It was just me. And in that water I drowned. And I suppose some part of me wanted to keep living. And it was a little hollow part of me I want you to understand. Do you know where the name Jules comes from?
No.
Dead body she found on the side of the road, wearing an Acquisitions Incorporated pin.
Her head
I was-
turns.
I was never part of the organization. I stole those papers. Or Jules did. She stole the name, she stole the identity. She stole parts of my life, and she stole parts of Juliet's to try to cobble together a personality, a story, and a journey for herself, something to want. But you can't live being someone else, stealing pieces of who you are from cadavers on the side of the road. Think you, and she points at Jolene. You saw this happen. You saw her begin to break. Because in you, she finally found something she wanted. And maybe more. And that came into conflict with all the other things built up inside of her, cobbled together and patchwork from dead identities shared long ago. So at the end of the world, when everyone is falling into the void, when these, she gestures at John and Juke, two are linking hands and reaching for the train. When she puts out her hand and doesn't find yours, I think she knew that moment between where we were and where we are, that there was nothing she could do. She wasn't strong enough, she wasn't smart enough, she wasn't brave enough. In many ways, she was just a vessel for my leftover will. She thought you'd be in better hands with me. Here I am.
And slams the table.
Oof. Ariella glances over.
Jules was also our friend and comrade. She may have been a blip for you, or a abnormal thing, but Jules was my friend, and I'm gonna miss her very much.
I mean, I personally refuse to believe that she actually gave up. And I think part of this is bullshit. And I'm going to keep hoping that it is. But regardless, I'm going to accept you in any form that you take. Because you are our friend.
There's no need for such melodrama. It's really alright. I'm here to help. She asked me to help. The fact that I haven't struck off on my own by now should be testament to that. Besides, that one reminds me of myself a long time ago. Couldn't just leave her on her own. She's of course pointing to Jolene.
Jolene looks down to her empty glass of oil, and it kind of positions under her chest in a way, and then one of these little many of the jewels that kind of outline they kind of dot around her form and stuff, kind of opens in half like a door, splits from the middle like sliding doors or something. And into her cup outflows a bunch of nugget ice as it gathers in her cup. And she just kind of, and it stops and it closes back. And she jingles the cup around. And she's like, huh, would you look at that?
Jolene, that may be the weirdest way to break up this conversation I think I have ever seen. Bravo.
Well, I didn't know I could do that. Or
She put
why
it under
am
the
I
sensor.
doing that?
This is a lot to process.
She puts the cup back under and more ice, like a hotel ice machine.
Now you
What
know
was
where
that
your
again?
decanter of endless nugget ice water went.
Part of the machine, part of the crew, part of the crew, part
How
of the
many-
machine.
Part of the tree, part of the in the tree, part of the tree.
How many of your magic items
In the
are
train, part of the
Jolene's
train?
body now?
Oh no.
Why? Yeah, why? Hold on, wait. I go into my bag of holding that I'm assuming still works. Sam?
Yeah.
Okay. Are my flowers still in there?
There are no magic items.
I didn't know if those flowers were magic. I'm talking about the flowers that we got from ages ago.
The Defender's
The-
flowers
the,
or whatever.
The wedding, no, the wedding bouquet. Is that not
Oh.
the flowers she pulled out of?
No.
Oh, they're different
The-
flowers. Okay.
The bouquet that was in Jolene's hat was.
Which flowers are those? I have seen many flowers in this
hold
campaign.
up. Give me a. Go ahead and give me a reaction roll knowledge to see if you recognize.
Oh, with my -1. Let's
You got
fucking go.
this.
All right, let me pull up my sheet. Knowledge.
Difficulty 10.
Okay, is this with advantage?
No, not unless somebody redeems it.
So it's no, my experience is the show must go on in return for an encore, so that's not gonna work. Okay, so it's just a straight roll then.
Yeah, you made it. You
Barely.
recognize that it was a bouquet made out of 3.
I did not gain a hope, right? This was just a straight roll.
This is a reaction roll. So you recognize that it was a bouquet of 3 distinct types of flowers, though all 3 of them were variants of lilies.
Jolene, why are you pulling lilies out of your hat? Are these the lilies from Oh my gosh. Brain function, please. Yes, are these the lilies from Lily?
She takes off her hat, which still has Joanna's hat on it, and then she takes the bouquet out and kind of sets it delicately on the floor or on the table.
Yeah, we're at a bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, tavern.
Oh, by the way, Jolene, can you share your drawing of Jolene in ArtShare?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you haven't done that yet.
Nope.
Spocky did an incredible job.
Yeah, that was your own
I did a
drawing. It
drawing.
was beautiful.
Well, you're at well, I'm already blushed, but it was a
By the
lot
way,
of hard
these
work.
are the 3 types of lilies that are there.
Where did you put this?
I put it in the J. Crew office.
Oh, that's why I'm finding it.
And Robo Jojo is in the ArtShare channel. And I drew that. I birthed her.
You see, you see somebody come down the stairs into the tavern, and this person has a look of like a guard or like a watch captain type. Comes over, speaks with Ariella quietly, hands Ariella a handful of like weathered parchments, like that look like they would have been posted up on like a notice board of some sort. You see Ariel like flipping through them one after the other, like looking at them, sets a couple of them aside, and then hands the rest back and sort of waves the guard or the watch captain or whoever this is back out the door.
Hold on a second. Jolene's eyes turn off. Do I still have my train connection?
You feel something there, but it's not the way it was before. What's more alarming is you don't feel your telepathic connection to Owlsby.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, wait, where's Owlsby?
How have we gone this long without asking about Owlsby? He's part of the crew!
Well, my magic doesn't work here, so I just assumed the magic that he had.
You suddenly hear like a banging against metal.
The hell was that?
Is that in me?
Yes, it's in you. You feel it
Oh,
reverberating.
I thought that was outside the building. I didn't realize that was
No.
Jolene. Jolene, you're rattling. Is it the ice? Is it the nugget ice? What is? I'm not even gonna
Do you?
ask.
Hey, guess what? I know as much as you do about this, Juke.
You know what? We need to see if the whisper jar works because I've got the encyclopedia. Maybe we'll know.
Back, you feel it. It's like under your your slightly bulkier shoulder back plate.
Do I have a hatch that I can just will to open?
Yes, and as you do, a sudden flutter of feathers, and Owls be
Holy
flopped out, drenched in damp, got
Oil?
oil all over the
So I get
No.
the Dawn soap, the blue Dawn soap, blue Dawn soap.
In the arms of the
bedraggled.
angels.
Bedraggled Alice be like staggers on the table, and Intraconic just goes, fucking hot, and then just sort of flops onto the table.
Wait, did Owlsby just say fucking thought or hot?
Fucking hot.
Hot, like it's hot out. Okay, got it. I don't understand Draconic.
I'm gonna scoop him up, and then I'm just gonna walk over to like Ariella. Like, excuse me,
Yeah.
do you have something I can clean my little fellow up with?
Oh,
Dawn soap. It's blue Dawn soap.
Blue Dawn soap.
Yeah, blue.
It works
You've
on
seen the
ducks. It can
commercials?
work on an owl.
It works on
Yeah.
ducks.
She gestures to the barkeep and says, "Can you take them in the back to the dishwashing station and handle that?"
Blue Dawn
you
soap
see-
exists in
you
this
see
world.
the
It
barkeep-
exists in both.
The barkeep stares at Ariella and then says, "You don't pay me to do this, Ariella. It's not my fucking job description." Ariella goes, "You don't have a fucking job description. Just fine, I'll do it." And as she steps in the back here, bitch.
There's no way
Ariella
Aaron
goes-
did not hear that.
Ariella goes,
9 years.
"God save me."
It's not silence,
I
is
hope they're
it?
still here.
No, silence doesn't talk.
No, silence
we haven't
doesn't
seen
talk.
silence.
You haven't seen anybody else from Ariella's crew other than that.
Okay, so Owlsby's okay. I don't know what's going on with him. We're not connected.
Ariella, before you like leave the bar, says, "Are y'all done having your conversation? Can I come over and explain a few things?"
Yeah, let me finish up. I just had an owl pop out of me, so
Right.
We're not sure how they
but
got there.
before
Yeah, she hits you.
before-
Right.
DM,
before
real
she
quick, do
steps
we...
away, she
Go
will
on,
get another oil from the guy, from the bartender.
Okay, this is
Can I go
relevant
back?
then. DM, do we have money?
You haven't been asked for
shit.
any money of anything. You have your
Starting money.
you have all your like mundane belongings and stuff. You do notice that while you have all of your coins from before, your gold coins are different now. And all the others look like cheap, just metal discs. Like there's no printing on them anymore. So you have all these little like metal discs of like platinum or copper or silver, but the only ones that are coins are gold.
Fellas,
Okay.
Strange.
Jolene just
Yes,
sits
Jolene.
and drinks more oil. It doesn't really do anything. I do feel lubricated, but that's not fun.
You was
And
supposed
you
to say,
hear,
can you get drunk?
she's annoyed.
Can you party?
I don't know. Do I sleep?
That's something we're gonna have to find out, isn't it? Wait,
If
wait,
you do you dream of electric sheep?
I don't know.
The whisper jar. The whisper jar. Do I still have that? Because I
You
have
take
the,
out
the
you take out the
encyclopedic.
whisper.
Go ahead.
You take out the whisper jar and you see that it's like stored messages are empty.
Are empty. Okay, that's weird. Okay.
It like the basic functions seem like they might still work, but it looks like anything that you had previously recorded is gone.
Well. Damn. No using that to explain our situation. Okay.
Well, and if we don't have, if Ariel is not part of the Omen-Drawn genocide crew, which she still might be, but maybe he's not even a thing here. Or I don't know. Anyways, we can call her over and she can give us the skinny on just kind of gestures to everything. Who knows?
Sorry, give me a second.
We're definitely not in our. She stops completely moving, like she freezes.
Oh,
and she's like, "Oh,
Ariella
shit."
said that you're a clank now.
Clank, yeah.
Yeah, clank.
It
Let
must
me
be
let me
similar
see.
to our Warforged.
Let me see if I can get the whisper jar to work, because I have the. Like I was able to do. I almost never used this, but it was the whispered
When you say
encyclopedia.
if I can get the whisper jar to work and you say clank, it goes clank. Sentient mechanical beings built from a variety of materials, including metal, wood, and stone. Clanks can resemble humanoids, animals, or even inanimate objects. All clanks come in a wide array of sizes, but every clank has some sort of power source within their body, usually located within the head or chest.
Okay, well,
Thanks.
I guess it
Did
does
it always
kind of
do
work.
that?
Yes, we never had questions that we really needed answers to. Like it's a limited amount of uses per day, but
Right.
we're in a completely different existence at this point. There's I have no idea what. I'm not gonna point, but there are individuals here I have never seen, nor even in the Fae Wild.
Well, I think we just have to get used to that.
Ariella's. You notice when you say the word Feywild, Ariella's ears twitch.
You know, I think that's a good sign. Miss Ariella, can you come over here? I think your intervention might be very helpful to keep Juke from continuing this crash out.
Ariella stands
am
up
I crashing
and
out?
heads over and goes,
A little bit.
Yes, a
First,
little.
I'd like to apologize. I wasn't intending to overhear you, but... And she just sort of gestures at her enormous fucking ears.
She's slapping her cheeks a little bit and just kind of recomposing herself. Okay.
She goes, "You..." And she says, "Oh," and she reaches over and pulls up a much taller stool, like a chair built for someone of her height, and pulls it over to the
got
outside
steps.
edge of your booth. And she gets up to it and she pulls out the first thing is a map. This is the large scroll that she was handed. She unfurls it and she shows you a map that looks very familiar and also very different. This is a world map. And at the top you see the word Lazaros.
I zoom in.
Where is this map of, Ariella?
She says, "This is our world." And
Charming.
she just says, "It seems like there are some misunderstandings going on. When I said you're not from here, I didn't realize just how not from here you meant. You mentioned the Feywild lass. The Feywild was wiped from existence some few years ago.
Oh.
The Archfey
Yeah.
are all dead. Or erased. Most of your kind fled here to the material plane.
Hmm.
And it
She-
says Old World's
she-
End on the map, right?
Yeah. These things are labeled on the map she's showing you.
Because that's where Warstrand was, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
She'll tap on that spot. Be like, what happened here?
Well, that's where the heralds managed to fully solidify their hold in our world. After taking over the power supply within the city that used to help produce clanks like yourself, they managed to break entirely through for many of these creatures we call the Blighted to make their way in. Apparently, it's some sort of... I don't know how much you're aware, but there's some entity, some creature they're trying to bring to the material plane, the thing that broke through into the Feywild and wiped it from all existence. And these herald things have been working to bring it into our world.
That's not what
You're talking about
happened.
You're talking about the Scourge.
So you do know. Yes, the
We've-
Scourge of Desolation is... its shade has managed to cross through 3 times. Once in Warstand, but couldn't sustain its presence. Then again in the place that we now call the Wastes. And there was a 3rd incursion up at what used to be Heaven's End Castle. But Heaven's End has fully been encased in ice at this point.
You tapped where
She-
Palakia was. What about this
Can
place?
you actually tap it, like click it so that it does the
Plagia was the
ping?
very top left.
Thank you.
Malikius. Yes, Malikius is under control by a group of frost ogres that came down and are sort of powered and empowered with fell creatures that can break into our world from the desecrated chapel up there.
Ah, shit.
So all the things that we fixed back in Azalor
Ariala.
are all
Ariella.
messed up here.
She looks and she goes, and I overheard you call yourself Captain Goldeye. You don't match the descriptions, honey. And she sets out some of the other smaller parchments that she was given, and you see that they are wanted posters with etchings on them. And all of you immediately recognize one of them, which is the first one she sets down, and it is Captain McCoyra. Of the Valiant Thrust. You recognize a much harder looking, scarred and angry Prince Koira.
Who,
Oh, shit.
who's that one? That former royalty?
I don't know much other than that. They are one of the captains chosen by Captain Goldeye to pilot one of the airships they stole out of New Warstand before the fall, which may have been one of the reasons that it fell so quickly. She led a raid into the city, stole the 2 complete airships they had, as well as an entire crew worth of engineers and mechanics. And she sets down the other one that is again, it's like they're sketch drawings, they're likenesses. So they're almost caricatures. None of you recognize this person. You do, Joanna.
She look appreciably different from what I remember.
She has a patch over one eye, and you see that side of the face is scarred, like it's been burned. And there is a just hard look. Cheeks are more gaunt than you remember. The lips thinner. And one of the ears is the ear on the side that the eye has like burn scars around it that has the eye patch. That ear is also sort of like mutilated.
And what's the name on this wanted poster?
Admiral Goldeye.
Admiral. Oh, she's doing well for herself.
Yes, she has a pirate fleet that patrols the waters of the Greasy Green, as well as her flagship airship and its 2 sister ships, which Captain Makoira captains one of the 2 sister ships. She leads from the air warship, the Perfect Dark.
I couldn't be prouder.
Do you
This makes something.
recognize
This
her?
is crazy.
Yes, I do. That's Natalia.
Oh,
Can I get
My
a?
life.
Can I get a ref? Oh, I was gonna say, can I get a refresher
Yeah.
on who that is? And then, oh, yeah.
Ariel looks at you and says,
Another
Since
time,
it
another
seems-
place.
since it seems that you don't know much of anything, let me give you a quick. As I've already mentioned, the Feywild has fallen, and the Heralds are continuing to erode away at the things they can, but there are apparently places in our world that are weak points between the realms. The Fey refugees have done their best to keep these secret. But we don't know where they are. They won't share it with anyone else. And so far, the Heralds have failed to allow the shade back into the world again. Though they do send out their blighted to search for these places. Currently, we don't know where any of them are. We do know where some of the Herald's strongholds are. One of them is currently holed up within the ruins of the Karst Vorges, and she points over to the map where there is a massive lava pool where the Dwarven nation used to be. And says, another one has taken up residence within the hunting grounds above where the fairy folk used to live. And she points over past the Crimson Sea on the west lower side of the map. And says, there's only a few bastions of the world from before the fall that have managed to hold on. There's Silvalaris in the north, Salkolnar in the more central portion, but in the deserts. Salkolnar has built a massive wall that seals it off, and they are trading partners with an underwater city. I don't know the name of it, but the Galapa and Ribbit there keep them safe from the sea. And then there's Arcadiale in the east, though I wouldn't trust anyone there further than you could throw them. They'd sell their own grandmother out for a bucket of warm spit.
oh,
I definitely could see. She shakes her head. It's like, no, sorry, I won't hold
That's a-
our Ariala's transgressions against you. But
She looks a little
she was-
confused at that, but goes on and says, it's a den of hedonism, all manner of gambling, pleasures, sports, and just absolute abandonment of the senses are to be had there. Though the Colosseum puts on shows and challenges from time to time. And then there are the few places that still are bastions of resistance and still at times are trying to thwart what's going on. You have our place here, Nildea's Redoubt. There's the Anthill, and of course, where I thought you all had come from, what with the flying vessel and whatnot, I thought you'd come from the launch pad. I had assumed you were some sort of messengers or something else, but then when you crashed here, we didn't know if you were some sort of invading force or if Goldeye had decided to become bold enough to attack a settlement like us. And she points out, the Anthill is a large underground city built by most of those who fled from Carvorges and Kluktik before they fell. And then the launch pad is a massive, towering airship landing structure where they've effectively destroyed all of the entrances at ground level, so you have to arrive by air.
What the heck is accessible?
Well, she gestures and says, well, there's still paths around the world. There's still merchants that go around, but they have heavily armed guards or travel in large caravans, so they can't be preyed upon easily by the monsters and the highwaymen and the brigands and the pirates. Says more than a little bitterly.
Sorry about that one.
Says even the wagons of refugees you'll find are armed and armored, or they just get swallowed up into nothingness. Usually prey to the blighted or creatures that have been displaced from elsewhere.
Okay, so the blighted have been mentioned many times. Do we have any idea what the blighted are?
All she said is that they're like minions of the heralds. That was what she introduced the blighted as.
Okay, so
they're just monsters that are in some way under the herald's control.
Okay, you've mentioned the blighted many times.
Aye.
You have shown us wanted posters, one of which looks familiar, one of them doesn't look familiar to us. Do you have any sketches of what, like, the blighted are?
Oh, I'm sure if you're going to be here for more than a few days, you'll get to see some of them up close and personal. We have...
I'd rather be prepared for it than, get blindsided.
We have probing attacks every few days. Creatures of fang and claw and sinew and muscle and bone. At least the ones that attack here. I've heard tale that the blighted that roam outside near Solvund and Karstavuglen are more steel and fire than they are flesh and bone. Most of ours come up from the hunting grounds and around the coast. So we believe that they have something to do, or likenesses, or have to deal with the heralds that control them. Though there are those who go into the ruins, especially in Old World's End, looking for heirlooms, family belongings, and other treasures that got abandoned. Most who go do not return.
How long ago
There
did
may
it fall?
She says, well, they call it Scaropolis now, but when it was New Warstend, it fell about 3 years ago.
So it was
Or
originally
two
called
and a half years ago.
Norst. So, like some of these locations that you mentioned, and the names, were they always these names, or were these names that have come after all of this has happened?
Oh, many of them have changed, but she points to us. It's lots of them have remained the same as well.
Well, if, like for example,
it used to be New Warstand, but the country was New World's beginning. They were one of the places that pioneered clank modifications, as she gestures to Jolene.
Malachius over here,
Aye.
where we are from, it's called Palakia. Was it always called this here?
Well, it was Malikia before, but when it got taken over by the ogres, they changed it to Malikius.
That's so weird.
What happened to those people that were there?
Well, what was there before?
While the ogres live like kings amongst them, and the populace that live there now are their peasants and serfs.
You hear motors like grind in her.
Who were the people that lived there before?
Let's stop asking questions about this spot. Continue our inquiries elsewhere.
She goes ahead and she rolls the map up and then hands it to one of you to keep. Says, we've got more than one map, so this one can be ours.
Joanna.
She hands it to Joanna then.
I was never the navigator, but very well.
Oh wait, I thought you were the cartographer and navigator. That both of them brains.
Was.
Jules was. She's left me enough to remember how, but it was never my favorite task. Talia always did it.
Navigator. Got it.
Ariella says, I've offered you this information freely. You have the hospitality of the Redoubt. If you need a place to stay, you're more than welcome to stay a few days. If we come under attack, we'd appreciate your assistance if you think you can manage it. But if not, if you're gonna take your airship, before you leave, I'd appreciate it and take it as a personal favor, and I'd owe you if you let me know where you're headed to, so we can send messages with you if any of our people have people to contact wherever you're headed. Travel is difficult.
Does this place have an affiliation?
I'm not sure what you mean.
What do
Inquisitions Incorporated. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, I remember all the little corporations and their things. Yes, Arcadiale is one of the few places that's still high up on that. It's what you might call a corporate city. If you don't join in, then you're not welcome to stay in the city. But most of it's just hidden contracts that leave you effectively an indentured servant for life. It's run by this wicked old bitch named... Gods, I don't remember her name. Something Drawn. But the company's called Drawn Enterprises. They don't pay in gold. They pay in Arcadia coins and tickets that you use at the company stores.
What in the
Oh god, it is script.
I was like, what in the hell is this Arcadia what?
Arcadia coins. Tokens, really.
Tokens.
They're made out of scrap slag and metal.
So it's Drawn Enterprises.
Wait, hold on. I take out one of the coins. Is this currency here? And I take out one of each coin.
You take out your coins and you realize that the only one that looks like a coin anymore is the gold. And the gold has faces on it you don't recognize.
Whose face is this?
She looks at it and she goes, this is... She looks around and she goes, puts it between her teeth for a moment to see if it's gold. Takes it out and goes, "Oh, it's real. It's a regional coin. Looks like it was." And she looks over it and goes, "Yeah, it looks like it's got a fairy on it." And you see that it's got like this like insectoid style head on it.
Mhm.
And she goes, "Probably from Cluctic before it fell. They were where most of the fairy types were previously, but their mint's shut down since now." And she hands you the coin back. Gold is gold, though. You can still spend it anywhere. She looks at the others and goes, "Well, these aren't coins at all. And these are just little discs."
Okay. No, I wanted to make sure I didn't somehow have like the drawn tokens.
No.
Okay. Wait, does everyone's coins have the same?
Yes.
Face?
And you all notice you have way more gold coins than you used to. Effectively, all of your coins
All of our
got changed
platinum
into the
stuff goes in
equivalent
there.
of gold.
Wait, so do we
Right.
got money? Do we
But all
actually
of
have
this,
money?
but all of the platinum and stuff you have is just effectively useless little metal discs.
Cool. So we sort of have.
So,
But
so
our
the
total-
only currency they don't deal with is gold.
Yes.
But we
Well,
have
time to-
sufficient
time to
gold
go
to
look
make up
at-
the.
Time to go
like,
look at
our
how much
total money
gold I
count
had
hasn't
on D
changed.
and D Beyond.
Yeah, your total money count hasn't changed. So I'm not going to punish y'all for having had stuff in platinum.
But anything in Electrum is gone.
Electrum
to be
has turned
punished for
into
Electrum.
Arcadiali tokens.
Fuck.
I don't have any Electrum. We're good.
Wow.
I'm
this
good.
is worthless.
Wow, this is worthless. That's exactly right.
Oh, it's worse than worthless.
Ariella, question.
Aye.
If we were to pay for these drinks, how much would you say it would be?
Oh, gold would have covered your whole table.
That's about
How much
good
would
money.
it cost to buy this entire building? Hypothetically.
A few hundred chests worth. You mean the entire compound, right? You don't mean
Right.
just this shop. This shop
No,
would
no.
probably be a dozen or 2 dozen chests worth of gold.
We're just trying to get an idea of the costs of things.
So
here.
the way gold works in Daggerheart is gold is done in handfuls, which is 1s to 10s, and or I think it's handfuls, bags, and chests of gold.
Oh gosh, we had the little the spending stone thing that we were supposed to go bring over to the bank to go get the money. Did we ever do that?
Not before we left.
So we didn't get all that money from those
Nope.
cards.
Right.
Good. I
Fuck
wanna
you,
hear that.
Omen John!
We'll cash it when we go back. Right? We're going back, right?
When you say that, she
Right?
goes, Drawn. Omen. You don't mean Omeniphus, do you?
Omeniphus?
That's the
you
one.
remembered
That's-
her name.
That's the one. Her. That was a dude.
Well, Ariella called her a bitch.
Things could be different. I don't know. She called her a
No,
bitch.
the Drawn I was talking about was some other Drawn. That's Drawn Enterprise. No, there's Omeniphus is he used to have a company before the fall. Now that you bring it up, I think it was called like Acquisitions something or another.
Acquisitions Incorporated.
That's it. Yeah. But
Wow.
when yes, Omeniphus was he got hired by the people in New Warston to try and cut a deal or deal with the Herald. And
Uh-oh.
all I recall is that him and some group of folks went there and there was some sort of massive, devastating explosion or whatnot. And that was what led to the power supply of the city being damaged in the first place. But as far as I know, the real Amenophis was never heard from again, nor any of the people from his group or company. But they've been finding other Amenophises all over the world in strange places, but they're all off.
Eyebrow raise.
Yeah, there's something wrong with them.
That's like the Jim Dark Magic craziness that we had to deal with ages ago, where there were a bunch of copies of Jim Dark Magic.
And we had to do go-kart, something about that?
Yeah. That part's not important.
But anywho.
Wow.
Thank you for all the information. We're definitely very small fish in a new pond.
Yeah.
She looks at you and goes, well, look, if you're planning to just duck your head under, or if you're just trying to be out there to get the money, then you're situated nice and pretty with having an air vessel. About the only things that can bother you are creatures that can fly, and
Pirates?
Goldeye's 3 ships that she's got. But she usually sticks to the green. She doesn't go anywhere near the launch pad because she's kill on sight at the launch pad after what she did there.
Oh? What'd you do?
Yeah, she had docked her ships and then held everyone hostage to repair her vessels at the cost of the launch pad. When she tried to steal one of the other vessels there, it became this huge brawl, and there were dozens dead on both sides. But yeah, she was there to steal some person or something. It was all under the guise of getting the repairs. I don't know, but she made off with someone named Arcady or something or other. This was months and months ago, though.
Our
Of
buddy.
course. On the topic, where does she upkeep her fleet? I assume this launch pad is supposed to be refueling, maintenance, and all?
Yes, but now that she's banned from there, as far as I'm aware, and she looks over to the map, and she says, I believe she usually frequents down near the fort. She built an airship dock there, and she points down at the bottom right of the map and goes, this one right here, Fort d'Armitage.
Good choice.
Yeah,
Good choice.
She apparently, she raised the original holdfast to the ground with all of their people in the family inside and burned them alive, and then built upon the ashes the fort that she uses now.
That sounds not charming.
It's a little bit more brazen than what I would have done, but okay.
I will say this just for your own sake. You probably don't want to go about claiming that you're her, unless you want to meet her in a very antagonistic manner quickly.
Heavens, no. No. On the topic, do you have a place where I could, find a change of clothes? It's a little bit conspicuous.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Here, let me introduce you. We have a...
Gets handed Jules' old
She
outfit.
goes, we have a... Come on, I'll show you around real quick, and I'll show you. We've got an enchantress who works here. Apparently, she's also a seamstress amongst her other talents. Extremely capable individual. Come on, we'll go for a walk. And she hops down from her little stool and heads back up the stairs out into the courtyard area.
Okay. Real quick before I go, I'm gonna just yank Julian to the side real quick.
Hello, Jolene.
Hi. Hi.
Why?
Yeah.
Boo. I just need to say something to you real quick. And I kind of get the feeling that now, considering your emotional state, may not be the best time, but I don't really have the patience to hold it in.
Okay.
She really cared about you. Jules. Like, really, really cared about you.
Huh.
And I
Well.
think if she didn't believe so strongly that you were worth protecting, she probably wouldn't have given herself up. So, take care of yourself, okay? I'm here to help you. Try not to think about the fact that she probably died for you
For God.
in a weird sort of way. And, live your life. But have a good time. Nothing
Yeah.
else to do until we die.
Of course, just emotionless, like just staring at her as she speaks. Thank you for letting me know.
Of course.
And just in case Jules is in there, I really did enjoy our time together.
Well, you know, no one is ever entirely gone, right?
Say that to my body. And then she makes a doo. It's like, all right, we should head out.
Jean, you get outside and you see there's
Jim, where'd that person go?
Wait, you have a
You see there's-
soundboard on your person?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jean, when you step outside, you see that there's this huge tree in the courtyard, and there's one branch specifically
Beautiful.
that sticks way out to the side, and on it are some massive chains holding up a swing, and Thad is like swinging on it like his life depends on it. He is hard pumping those legs every swing, so he is like going way beyond a 180-degree arc back and forth.
Is he gonna jump the building? He's gonna jump the whole damn courtyard.
He's gonna launch himself.
He's
It's
having
to the
his
point where
workout.
the chains are actually like wearing grooves in the branch.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's the smoke coming off of them.
No, it's not going that fast.
Jean is just like staring up in admiration. She's like, "Wow,
he
that
works
dude knows what he's
out.
about."
He has an expression of pure bliss on his face as he comes down. You see the like Fabio-esque hair trailing behind him, completely shirtless still.
I mean, he's on a swing. Why wouldn't he be happy?
He's
This is
living
just-
his life.
Living in his lane, thriving.
Ariel gestures for y'all to follow.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He-
can I
he
pick up
is-
Owlsby from the sink?
Yes.
Wet owl.
Wet owl.
Owlsby is like a tenth of the size that Owlsby looks to be when Owlsby is not wet.
Wet owl.
Sad owl.
Y'all get outside. Ariella leads you up this way. She gestures to some of the buildings and she's like, "We've got a blacksmith and armor smith here. Over here we've got a kiln and a pottery workshop. Most of the residences are down underneath. We keep the things that are going to have heavy fire usage and things on top so that it's easier to deal with. And it also keeps the residences safer from any aerial bombardment." She's heading and you walk past where there's a gallows. So it doesn't look like it's been used in a while. She goes, "This is our small little marketplace. Handcrafted wares and such." You see, like most of the people out here are like family people, and you see that a lot of the stuff that's on sale at these little marketplaces is like trinkets and toys and like extra like non-essentials. And she goes, our quartermaster and storehouses are down closer to the residences for people to pick up the things they need. But anybody who's willing to craft something and sell it can do so here. And she heads over to a much fancier door with like this nice stained glass window that's been set into it. There's a window that leads inside, and you see inside there's this fancy, incredibly fancy, like gilded suit of armor. And she reaches up and opens the door, pulls it open, and steps inside and goes, "Oh, you're here? I got some new visitors for you to see." I assume Juke and Joanna are following.
Yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And out from the back comes a figure in this fancy cloak and gorgeous dress, and it is a tall hyena woman who steps out.
Ha!
Oh no.
Who also looks strangely identical to the one you knew.
Wrath?
As she looks up and goes, "Oh, I see that my reputation precedes me."
Immediately just looks at Jolene for a moment, and then was just like looks at Jean. We're like, what the hell?
Joanna had a shit-eating grin on.
Yeah.
Jean is super interested in suddenly like the random piece of armor that's sitting next to him. Just like,
Yes, come
Jolene
in.
walks up, and she places her hand over her heart and goes, "My name's Jolene. It's very nice to meet you. And you're Wrath, I'm assuming?"
Yes, the pleasure's mine. It's just us. I love the modifications, the aesthetic you've done to yourself. Sorry, that's Ariel's way. I love the modifications you've done to yourself. They're very bright and colorful. They really stand out amongst the crowd. Now, what sort of functionality were you going for with the hat? I can tell these look like they're part of your exhaust apparatus, she says as she points at like the parts that stick straight up.
She's just like literally frozen, no movement.
Are your components modular?
Miss Wrath, you may want to sit down. And I'll gesture to a chair or someplace to sit for her.
She gives you that familiar cackle and says, "I do far too much sitting down when I'm doing my enchanting. I prefer to stop." I keep falling into Ariel's voice. Sorry.
She's that much of a
Ariel's
bitch
just-
from previous.
Yeah.
I don't want to like her. I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. Wait for the shoe to drop.
But Wrath says, "If you insist I sit, I can. If you insist I sit, I can. But I really prefer to be on my feet." You're such a cute little thing, though.
oh no.
Says,
Yes.
You're not as tall as a lot of the clanks I've run into.
Right. Well, you see, I was not always a clank. I used to be a regular woman. So if you could help me discover these things about myself, that would be, splendid.
She tilts her head curiously and she sort of looks you up and down with much more like business interest. She goes, "Do you mind if I get something?"
No, of course.
She goes over and she takes a pair of goggles and sets them on her head and looks at you and goes, "Well, I've heard plenty of fanciful tales, but based on the magical auras coming off some parts of you, especially your power core, I'm more inclined to believe you than to think you're a liar. Especially with some of these signatures." She adjusts something on the goggles and goes, "You're definitely not put together the way a traditional clank is. No, you're. And there's. She stops for a moment. She lifts the goggles. She casts a spell, sets the goggles back down, lifts them again, sets them to the side, and says, "Would you close the door behind you as you come in?" Her manner a little more serious.
I got it.
Oh, DM typings.
As you close the door and shut it, she reaches behind the counter and presses a button, and you hear sort of boom, as like some sort of magical effect encases the shop. And she says, "Ariella, we have a problem." Ariella goes, "I don't know what it could be. They've been quite pleasant, other than crashing a flying train into our killing ground and leaving a nice defensible trench. As long as they're going to fill that in and maybe knock a few trees for us down, I don't see what the problem is." And Wrath says, "Well, the problem is that this one has some sort of dimensional core instead of a typical power."
I think that makes sense.
That makes sense to you?
Bad
So you understand
because-
what's going on then?
No, absolutely not. But it makes sense with what was said to us on the train.
Well, it's bad because if they were able to, I say they, I mean well, I'm not gonna say names. I'm just gonna say the H's. Well, and she sort of
Don't
cackles
sugarcoat it.
nervously. I think if they ripped your power core out, dear, they might be able to use it to bring the shade through again.
Oh.
We need to talk to
It is
Vi.
trembling.
Jolene.
She takes the goggles off and says, "That said, I don't think anyone's gonna be able to figure it out as long as you don't fucking sorry for the language. As long as you don't let anyone know, and you're careful about who examines you with maintenance goggles. So just don't let anyone else make modifications for you. Okay, dear? As long as you avoid that, I think you should be fine. I wouldn't have noticed it. I was trying to look at all your modifications because I was curious what you were built for, but it's actually interesting. You appear to be built for wizardry."
That's where else
Yes.
came from.
I was a wizard before. And it seems I am lacking my magic now, though.
Oh, you're not lacking it. She goes, is it okay if I touch you?
Of course.
She reaches around and under. Sorry, I've got to pull up your art real quick to make sure I'm saying it correctly.
That's pretty
She
good art too, by the
reaches-
way.
Yes, it is. She reaches under your butt cloak, your waist cloak, and she presses something near one of your hips, and you feel like something is able to like. You feel like something has been activated, and she says, "Try holding your left hand out. Try holding your left hand out like this." And she like flexes into like a like grasping motion, like you're reaching up to cup grasp something, but with your thumb in front.
I'll do as such.
You do that, and like a grimoire like pops out of a compartment
Whoa,
and into your hand.
look!
Book in butt cape.
Interesting.
Nice trick. You have popcorn in there?
I mean, she had
Honestly, I
flowers in her
wouldn't
hat.
know. And I dispense ice.
You do dispense ice. You dispense nugget ice.
Oh, that's part of your that's part of your cooling system. Yeah, that's what keeps your power core from overheating. Because your power core is way too powerful for your body.
Is it?
Oh.
Is it?
That's
Why is
comforting.
it's ice? Like, are you? Is your magic ice?
Well, it looks like you've had
No.
some sort of decanter of endless fluid that turned into your cooling. She goes, like, it's. I can see how the magic was warped, which is why I believe you're saying something changed to you. But it's a cooling system.
Like, I absorb magical effects of things.
Mhm.
It seems that way.
Did y'all? Well, what a nice surprise.
Do you know what happened to your other body?
I don't know. We were, let's say, having a climactic battle in a different plane of existence, and we might have lost.
Climactic, she says, and gives you a wink. Sorry, I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
It's okay, Wrath. She bites her tongue.
I like her.
It goes clank.
So Joanna, I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
how
I'm a
much you
robot.
remember.
Yeah, what?
Or know of Jolene and Wrath, but in our plane of
Jolene
Oh.
is going blah 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 blah.
Wait, you mean there was a me? You knew me?
Jolene's head turns to Juke, and you see like she gets like angry looking eyes.
Oh, so you got
eyebrows tilt.
post-it notes. So you
Yeah.
got post-it notes
see-
like the
you see
Rolakma
her-
eyes.
You see her like metallic eyebrows tilt to a sharp angle, and her eyes glow red for a second.
Oh, it's good they installed the red LEDs. Gotcha,
The red,
okay.
yeah, but the red LEDs. If you keep those red LEDs on, we're gonna have to end you because then you become evil. That's the
you're
rules.
You're furthering me down the path right now, Juke.
You know, Juke, I've got to say, I've only got bits and pieces from that time. I'm really not fully aware of the context.
Yeah, there is none.
I just remember the dramatic finish.
Yes.
Wrath snickers at that.
I like you.
With her little hyena laugh.
Yeah.
Do I give her a wink?
Giving who
She-
a wink? Oh,
She
right.
puts a
Wrath.
she puts a paw to her chest for a moment and like plays with her collarbone with two of her claws for a moment, and then goes back behind the counter.
Please don't get too
Anyways.
excited yet. I need you to take my clothes off.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why we're here,
We're
right?
actually
You
here
see-
to get her new clothes.
You see her look Joanna up and down, and like a faint blush spreads on Wrath's cheeks, and she goes, "I like you. You know what you want."
So she just whispers over to Joanna, that's not within earshot of Jolene and Wrath, and is like, they used to date.
I know the whole thing.
Oh, okay, so you were just
She goes, "Well,
pulling my
come
leg.
on.
Okay.
Do you want privacy or just right here on the shop?"
I mean, if you all want to watch.
Oh,
Start taking her
Jolene
jacket
just-
off.
I don't
She
bat an
turns and
eye.
just walks outside.
You try to, you go to the door and it just doesn't move because she put the little spell on it to prevent eavesdropping and it also prevents egress and ingress.
She like walks into it like in a bad game where she doesn't have like collision detection. So she just keeps walking.
just. Oh, did you want to? I've got a waiting. Here, why don't you? She gestures to a different door that like swings open as she
sad
gestures
time.
to it. And it like leads you down into like a lower area of the shop that has a bunch of potions and stuff like that down there. There are so many healing potions down here, Jolene, as you look around. Just so many healing potions.
You must get a lot of orders for healing potions. Right, Jolene?
John, do you follow Jolene down that area?
Right.
Jean missed the whole end of the whole flirtation at the end of the conversation.
Okay,
He's just been
perfect.
strolling the aisles, completely oblivious.
So she'll stand down there. It's like, Sean, may I have a request?
Sure. What's up? Everything okay?
She like opens her hand and like gives it, like aims it towards him. I'm going through a really hard time right now. Would you mind holding my hand for a bit?
Is she holding out like a handshake or like
Yeah.
a...
Well, like for you two to hold hands. She's nervous and scared.
Yeah, not a repulsor blast hold.
Yeah. Not like-
you don't hear the...
Yeah.
Just
She doesn't
charging
like
her
take
lasers.
her hand off and then
Okay, yeah, all right. John will walk over and stand there holding Jolene's hand.
You can feel the warmth of John's hand, by the way.
She looks down to it. And then like rests her arm back down at the side. She goes, I'm going to close my eyes for a second, okay?
Okay, did you want me to stay here, or...
If you could.
Just be in the area? Okay, I'll just walk around.
Her eyes turn off. And that's it.
A little update bar appears with a percentage.
No, it's the eternally screaming.
Uh-huh.
Oh, gotcha.
She deafened herself in the Discord chat so no one could hear her scream.
Remember.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say it. We're on stream. I'll say it afterwards.
Oh boy.
That's one of the Discord meme things that was, it's not stream appropriate. Let's just say
Got
that.
it.
Yeah, we'll get it later.
Wait, is it one of our memes, or is it a different meme?
No. Oh, it's something
okay.
else.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so Wrath goes over and she's like, well, you just let me know if this is a prelude to something else, but I presume you want more. You want a different set of clothes.
I'd be open to it, but let's see where clothes takes us.
As she goes ahead, she strips you down to your small clothes before getting your measurements. Very quickly.
I can hold your clothes.
As this is going on, I'm going to make a remark to Juke real quick.
Yeah.
Which is, just, sooner or later, that girl's going to have to learn that she can't just shut down anytime something goes wrong for her.
I know.
Wait, she can literally shut down.
She literally just did in the basement, yes.
XP, Windows XP log off symbol or sound.
That's the AOL Instant Messenger door closing.
Her eyes do the glow off. Glow off. She's in sleep mode.
Oh, like a monitor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrath quickly gets your measurements and starts asking you, do you prefer a skirt or do you prefer a mini skirt? Would you like a slit skirt? Do you prefer mobility? Do you want appeal? Do you want aesthetic? Do you want utilitarian? Are you wanting something that's more protective or more alluring? Like, she goes through a bunch of these questions with you as she's trying to get a feel for your style, going through racks of clothing.
She'll answer as they go, although I feel like Joanna can get like only one word out for every like 10 from Wrath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Wrath's talking the whole time. More like as she's going through, and she'll like hold something up to you for a moment, and like by the time you've answered, she's already taken it away and is getting something else.
So, real quick, I just want to ask Wrath one thing.
Yeah.
Seamstress in a fortress city is an unusual combination. How'd you manage to get here?
Oh, well, this is one of the, well, this used to be just one of my shops, and, when things sort of went south in Arcadia Alley, and the choice was, you know, join the company or have all my stuff stolen, I decided to sort of, you know, take my shit and leave. She giggles again and says, so I went through my doorway, and apparently one of my doorways was linked here, and they did something that unraveled my doorway magic, and now this is the only one I can use. So I don't know what happened to my other ones. I used to have some all around the world, and now I've only got the one shop.
What about the air train?
The what?
Did you have a shop in a train or an airship?
No.
Interesting.
Would you like to?
She goes, the only trains that run were, well, there used to be some up near Dealer's Ruined, but all sorts of zombies and necromancy and stuff had those lines shut down a long time ago.
And fusion cuisine.
These parallels are just all over the place.
There's all these sort of like mixed, I would never call them, and she looks over at Juke and goes, I would never insult you by calling them centaurs, but they're sort of like the most of a unicorn zombie that's been unholy fused to most of like a fairy zombie.
Like a nightmare?
Well, no. It's a unicorn that's been zombified, and then its head got cut off. So it's like a Doulahan unicorn. But then the top half of a fairy has been sewed onto where the head of the unicorn used to be, and now it carries the decapitated unicorn head with it.
This is riveting conversation while I'm naked.
Throw it as a weapon.
Well, you're not straight up naked. You still got undies on.
Unless you didn't wear undies, and then you're naked.
Then you're naked. Well, you did say small clothes, so
yeah.
In
but
the
if you didn't have
basement,
small clothes, you're naked.
In the basement,
Like,
despite the fact he cannot hear this conversation,
has to chill.
a full body shiver goes over the Jean. I was like,
Be like,
could not hear the
what?
conversation, but zombie unicorn centaur.
Yeah.
John just goes, oh.
Doulahan. Zombie unicorn centaur Doulahan.
Yes.
That uses
Disturbance
the
in the
decapitated
force.
unicorn head as a weapon that it throws
was
horn
that?
first at things.
John just gets the
Let's-
shiver and just goes, oh, bad feeling.
Let's not share that information with Jean, okay?
The Necromaster is a lot more terrifying with necromancy fusion than with gastrofusion.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
The fact that we prevented him from going full on like evil
Yeah.
witch by convincing him to open a stall at our train store to make food instead of getting back into like the evilness is wild.
He's basically Papyrus, but like
An actual threat.
yeah.
As this is happening, Joanna, she does say, oh, it's for a few of these I'm gonna have to get proper measurement, and she does ask you to strip the rest of your things off.
Oh, please be my guest.
At that moment, as she's getting those measurements, there's a knock on the door, and Ariella says, "Oh, could you let her in, Roth?" And Roth says, "Okay," and unlocks the door thing for a moment, and a person steps in who. There's something about the way that this person carries herself. Very haughty, very much sort of like I'm the baddest bitch in the room kind of thing. But you don't recognize this person by looks. This person is they're sort of they're a simian looking humanoids. They have a long, like dexterous, prehensile tail, large, dexterous, like bare, grippy feet. So they are in Daggerheart. They're called simia. They're basically like more ape-like humanoids.
Interesting.
The one thing you do notice is she's wearing like the tiniest short shorts, and she has some of the biggest, most muscular thighs you've ever seen in your life. She can
does
easily
squats.
crush man's head like sparrow's egg between thighs.
Like watermelon.
Is this Sabrath Ebenclaw of Legend?
Other than, no.
No.
Other than that, she's wearing sort of a like thick studded leather like vest that is only really fastened in the center right over her chest, and she has a massive greatsword strapped to her back. And Ariella goes, "Oh, so what did you have to talk to me about, Senya?"
Oh. Wasn't that a fairy
Oh.
folk in our universe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Well,
Thank you all
okay
for
then.
joining us for our first session of Daggerheart. We didn't get any
Woohoo.
combat tonight. We will almost certainly see combat next week so that
Yes.
everyone gets a feel for it. We wanted to ease both the viewers and the players into it. Next week we'll have a little more properly set up fear tracker
Yes.
so that it works, and we'll also have available our character sheets for
yes.
everybody.
The other thing, Sab, if anyone has any questions about Daggerheart, and how the system is working, especially with AC Inc. and for the J Crew,
Yes.
if they have any questions, is it okay for them to ask it
I
in
would
the
be-
tabletop?
Yes, I would be
Channel,
happy to
okay.
answer your questions in tabletop. Ping me if you need to.
But yeah, it's a new system for all of us at this point. Yeah, I mean, two of the members here have had some experience with it so far, but yeah,
Yes.
brand new for me. But yeah, the rest of the week, tomorrow, I'm gonna finish up that papercraft. If I finish it really early, I don't know, maybe we'll start a model kit. I don't know. I've been staring at these model kits for a while, and I'm like, I want to build them, but I have that papercraft that I need to finish. And then Friday, I am delving into Cult of the Lamb for the first time. I have never actually played the game, and I know that there is Twitch integration in there so that viewers can participate in said cult at the same time. So I am looking very much forward to trying that out.
Ooh, can we group drop before we go?
Yeah, let's queue that up while I go and try and find. Was it Q drop?
Wait,
drop.
can I? I shouldn't land in the water because I'm a robot now.
You can land in the water. You can do it.
I'm gonna get
Now
all
it'll be the first time you land in the
Your-
water, and it'll
your
just
cooling is
instantly
ice.
electrocute you.
the one I need.
Excuse me. Yes. The art that Jolene did for Jolene is incredibly good. Like I had
Oh.
no idea that your drawing skills had gotten that good. Because the last time you showed me something, it was like ages ago.
Well, see, I've discovered when you start and stop drawing for like a couple of months, like for like 20 years, it all does add up.
Yeah.
It's where you're like, oh, once I kind of understood how Procreate worked, I was like, oh,
Oh, so you did that in
to draw
Procreate. Yeah, it
anything
looks
fancy?
awesome.
oh, thank you.
There was something else that I wanted to cover. And I don't
Weekly
remember what it is.
schedule.
Yeah, I already just went over it.
Okay.
So yeah, let me go and find us someone to raid, and then we will.
That said, as Tay mentioned at the start of the session, but I'll mention again here at the end of the session, the channel point redeems are different for Daggerheart. This is because of a couple of things. One was we noticed that during play with D&D, there were too many ways for players and chat to change things so that there were very rarely bad outcomes. This was problematic for a number of reasons, but it also was because it would sometimes drag things to a halt as we were waiting to see if chat would use 5 or 6 different types of redeems to alter a situation. We've pared this down so that the big things like player special skill and giving like straight up giving hope or fear to the players or the DM are once a session, unless you're using a gift sub, which gift subs you can distribute 1 fear, 1 hope, 2 hope, or 2 fear as you wish if you give a gift sub during a session. And then the point redeems are there for things that are less impact. But if you say the player special skills cannot be stored anymore, but they are significantly more powerful now because of the fact that they're once per session and have to be redeemed that session. So make sure you keep track of those. We'll see how they go.
We should also have a lot more roles from now on. Most of this was mostly roleplay just to get an idea of what was going on. So there'll be more opportunities to actually use those redeems. I still have no idea who in the world we are going to raid. Everyone has been like streaming for 3+ hours. We can go say hi to Hanetu.
Summon them up. Or, no, I guess we're summoning to them?
Yes.
I don't know.
All right, so we got this. Is my raid message still working? That's not the right one. It's hang on. There it is. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm also dying. I've got the coughing. The coughing is bad. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had a blast. I know I definitely did. Yeah. So hopefully I'll see you guys all tomorrow or Friday. And until next time, make sure that you guys take care of yourselves. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good
Bye,
night.
y'all.
Good night.
Oh, I mean, 11001111.
Oh no, you blue screened.
Beep, beep, beep.
We didn't drop. We didn't drop.